We live.
Welcome to another episode of the podcast. Hey man, today I'm sick. God damn boy. Not looking good for me over here, but we gonna rock through it. We're gonna rock through it. We got full squad in the building. Mr. Boy's here. He gone red today. It's interesting. And then we have and then we have Mr. Nya in the building.
Yes,
And
sir.
we got a special guest. We got Chelsea fan in the building. We don't find a Chelsea fan. What's going on, my man? How you feeling today? How you feeling?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Ready to get on this Arsenal fans.
That's not right now. They're hibernating right now. You know what I mean? It's been a rough few weeks for the Arsenal boys. But listen, you know what I mean? We back at it again. I have a theory on why I'm even sick because when I be at work, I be dodging to go to the bathroom. But that bathroom I be in, there's no windows in there. But a lot of people be coming in there, so they might have been, like coughing and shit. So I probably inhaled all them fumes from
that is
people and
that
stuff.
is not a pretty sight, man.
Yeah, man. So word of advice, if you go try and dodge work, don't pick an area where there's no windows. You know what I mean? Maybe pick somewhere where there's some ventilation going on in the room.
Somewhat, somewhat.
Some ventilation going on in the room. You know what I mean? But
I ain't never heard of that shit before. Ventilation. That's a new one.
ventilation, no ventilation, the VV.
Oh, you said ventilation, bro.
What's it called? Let's get to the football, man. Let's get back to the football. Let's go ahead and start with what's it called? The Man City game. Man City versus Liverpool. That was today at 6
With
a.m.
Liverpool?
Nah, what's it called?
Yeah,
I
you
said
really.
Liverpool. Fulham. Shit. Oh no. Oh shit. We should start with the Liverpool versus Spurs game, in fact. Let's start with the Liverpool versus Spurs game, in fact, real quick,
It
because
is the history of the Tottenham.
yeah, let's start with that because that was crazy. That was a very, very crazy game. Y'all saw that shit. That was a crazy game.
Yeah, I
How
watched.
you
I watched the game.
how do you come,
Uh,
come back 3-0 and still lose the game? That is the most Tottenham thing ever.
what do you mean though? But wait, you put the blame on Tottenham? I mean, Liverpool, they came out the jump swinging. They came out first, what, 15, 20 minutes. They were already up like 3-0.
Yeah, but you don't come back from 3-0 down and still lose. You came back 90 plus 3 and still lose the game with like 20 seconds to go. Like all you have to do was defend with 10 players. You still
Yeah, no, that
lost. Man, that is horrible. Like that, I don't know how we're below that team this season.
huh?
Who?
Tottenham.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I
cause
don't know.
even for us, I was really upset about how we came back to for them to tie 2-2, bro. They're trying to do this thing where I guess in the second half they're just gonna come back, but they need to figure that shit out, bro.
That is what
But
they did with Conte. On our Conte.
that's
but
how
they
it was on the Conte.
they play well though. I think Skip for me was their man of the match, bro. Look from a Spurs perspective, bro. He was in
Yeah,
there battling
Skip.
for everything, bro. He was playing, and
Yeah,
he
Skip don't
Jota should
miss
have got a red
Jinde.
card.
Who?
Jota should have got a red
Yeah,
card for that
yeah.
kick, bro.
I don't know how we didn't get a red card for that.
Yeah, Liverpool
That's
was out here committing assault. They attacked like two players was walked out that pitch bleeding
bleeding. No,
that
three.
game.
Fucking was
Three?
it? Yeah. I mean, obviously Skip, but there was another one of the. I think was it. Who was it? Doherty. One of them fucking
Who?
defenders was on Doherty or something. No,
Doherty is in
he.
Atletico Madrid, man.
Who was it, man? I forgot.
That's funny.
Somebody was in the
There was
Somebody was
another person. I
down.
know you're talking about. What's his name? Fuck. I forgot his name.
But
It
yeah,
was
it
one
was
that
three of them. It was three of them. It was three of them that were bleeding.
okay. Yeah, yeah, it was more than movement in there. That was on their period. That's for sure. But how we feeling with like Liverpool, especially with this whole transformation of I say Reece James, of what's it called, Trent playing in a midfield, over here producing all these assists and stuff from the midfield, this revolution. And yeah, I saw a tweet, you said something about,
Man,
Pep.
The
recognition.
commentator at the beginning of the game, he was like, and Trent is in this new something. He used some word like revolution, something, bro. He said something that pissed
They
me
always
off.
find a word for Liverpool players. Like they call Firmino the new defensive striker or something like that when it was playing. They
The
always
six
find a
striker.
word.
They said something that pissed me off. They said it like Klopp and Trent and Liverpool created this fullback becomes a midfielder and goes back to fullback. But when Pep was doing it with Kyle Walker at the beginning of the season, they were calling him crazy. And now Zinchenko is doing it at Arsenal. Trent is doing it at Liverpool, and it's like they forgot completely that they were talking shit about it like last month. Now all
I
of a
bet.
sudden it's like,
Lord.
and Trent has refound himself in this new role that Klopp has given him. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Like it's so obvious at this point, man. Like,
Yeah. I
crazy.
better not see Wan-Bissaka play in midfield. Yeah, you think Wan-Bissaka can pull it off in the midfield?
Nah, Ten Hag's been putting him in there in moments in the game, and he's doing well. He's
Okay,
doing well. I
okay.
mean, I'm not gonna say he's at that level controlling the ball, but I still keep my stand that Wan-Bissaka's a better right back than Trent.
Oh,
Like I'm not when I said I'm not even joking. Like I mean that as a fact. Like he's a better Trent is good going forward, but
what about Reece?
right now, this season, Wan-Bissaka is playing better than Reece James.
You can't. When it comes to Chelsea,
Yeah.
just take out everything that has to do with this season.
No. That's
Take
not
out
how football
everything that
works.
has to do.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
I'm writing
That's
this
it,
whole season. So that's the season end. I'm taking
No,
everything,
no.
taking
That's
everything
not-
out of my brain.
No.
Everything that happened this season, taking it
I'm
out.
a reminder that y'all fighting relegation right now.
Man,
Like
we're not
Chelsea are
getting-
fighting relegation.
we're not
Y'all
getting
in the relegation battle. Like that should be.
We're
a
not getting
shame,
relegated.
bro.
We're gonna probably finish 16 or something. We're not gonna get relegated. I don't think we're winning any game this season anymore. Maybe we can get a draw against Bournemouth or Nottingham Forest, but we're not winning any.
Y'all
game.
still gotta play United, and I think y'all gotta play United, City,
we
and
have to
Arsenal.
play
Right?
all the top four. We have to play Arsenal, Newcastle, City, United. Like, we're not winning games this season anymore. I was just looking at the fixtures of everybody under us to see. I think Southampton is definitely going on. They have
Southampton
way
going.
other fixtures than we do. And I was looking. I think Leeds also has some odd fixtures coming up. So that's at least two teams that we're not finishing below. So we just need one more team.
Yeah. I mean, Everton keep playing, bro. But I don't know. Yeah, Everton dropped down. Everton is 19th right now, bro.
What's it called? We're not getting relegated, man. We are what's it called? We have a higher chance of staying up in the Premier League than Arsenal do of winning the Premier League. This is look at it like that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But when when it comes to Liverpool, yeah, I'm lucky being impressed with Liverpool in the way that they have kind of like, I think they are waking up now. Now is the time that they're waking up, because you know how City, they're good on this, like this is the time where City they go on their runs. But let's not forget too, Liverpool too, this is around the time when them two, they do be going on their runs, and it seems like this is the run that they're going in. Now, can we see them eventually entering the top four? Is it too late for that, or can we still see that happening?
I don't see that happening. No.
Oh shit.
I don't see that happening
No,
for Liverpool.
no. I think their best bet at being in Champions League football is if they support Man City through that Champions League run. That's the only way.
To light blue.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way they're playing Champions League next season is if we win and get that extra spot. Other than that, they're playing Europa League because United are too far ahead of them. I don't see Newcastle dropping out of it. Obviously, Arsenal and Man City probably gonna finish first and second. So I don't think Liverpool can break into the top four. They can definitely get fifth, but like that's Europa League. So I don't think
How many points they ahead of them?
United, I think it's like 7 or something.
7.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, this idea of who Spurs coming in or Liverpool coming into that top four. It's already set.
None of them is coming up. For the top four is already set for next season.
It's set. Okay, Newcastle thingy there. Richarlison came in. I mean, Richarlison, he found the right time. Yo, that man put in his whole he put in his whole all in that celebration, man. That celebration was he
He just
did like
scored.
3
He just scored
celebrations in
one
one.
goal in 33 games. I think he would do the same thing too.
I think that goal was offside, bro.
At first, I
Nah,
thought it was too. At
And
first, I thought it was.
they didn't look at that properly. That goal was offside, bro. They didn't
Nah,
really draw the lines, but it was
they just have to
offside.
give it to him. They're like, let's give it
Yeah,
to
I feel
him.
like they just wanted to give it to him. But that
Let's
goal,
give this
I
nigga's
feel
guy.
like if they drew the lines, there's a high chance that Richarlison would have been
If they
offside.
drew the lines like they drew against John Stones against Man City, because they really went for that line
nah.
against City.
Richarlison was way more onside than the John Stones situation, bro. Let's remember who they're playing. They were playing Liverpool. If they trust me, they checked it. You know, the whole
Nah,
everybody in that stadium is a Liverpool fan. Even in the VAR room, they checked that shit like 3 times, probably even 6. You know what I mean? Even the commentator was hating on the goal. The commentator said that he's been practicing that celebration for a little minute. You know what I mean? And he was throwing like,
yes.
hot spice, so so best believe, man, that they definitely checked that shit. And
I
then
mean, he gave it. Oh no, he didn't give it away. Lucas Moura did, but they scored pretty much a couple seconds after he scored.
I think
So
it was 20 seconds after the goal. That's why how do you bottle that? It does not make sense to me. You go
yeah,
3-3 draw in 90 plus 3, you defend with your life. You don't go and lose the ball right beside your box. That's the most
Mia
Tottenham
Bucks,
thing ever.
that sounds like a name. What's it called? He said Mia Bucks. What's it called? All right, so let's move. Wait, you think Ryan Mason can get the job real quick before we move out of that game?
I mean, I don't know who they're gonna sign. They might as well just keep him there. I don't know who else.
The manager market is not looking good right now.
Manager market. Why you say that?
Because
Not really.
Chelsea has been trying to get someone for like the past 3. Unless you go for someone that already has a job. If you go for somebody that's out of a job, there's not a lot of good managers that are out of jobs right now.
Company.
He's not out
But
of
he
a
has
job.
a.
He's not
Oh,
out
you
of a
said
job.
someone was out of the job.
Yeah. There's
Frank de Boer.
maybe Nagelsmann or
oh
Enrique.
yeah, Frank de
The
Boer.
real question is who's gonna take it? Who would go do that job? I'm serious. That's not even a slight to any Spurs supporters out there. That's the real
Roy
question.
Hodgson.
Who wants the headache? That's the real question. Everything that's been said is right. There's a couple good managers that are out of jobs right now, or not out of jobs, but they're waiting for the right job, and it'll be interesting to see who actually agrees to take on that headache of a Tottenham squad right now and everything else that comes with that club. So
It's looking like they're losing Harry Kane the next season now. And if they lose Harry
that guy's
Kane,
gonna clear his locker out on the last. I guarantee you. I thought it was ridiculous that he even signed, that he even renewed the last time around. I thought that was one of the silliest things that he could have done.
Yeah, it
That was
hurt
a Nike
himself.
deal. What's it called? So United boys, are you guys gonna take Harry Kane to your team as it stands? Kind of transition to Manchester United.
Jose, what do you think?
It's Harry Kane we're talking about, right? Like who wouldn't
anybody would take?
Who wouldn't take him, right? But
I'm cool of that.
It would be a very classic Manchester United move to go for a guy of his age.
And it don't work out.
That's had the ankle injuries, and he's obviously proven, but our record of signing these strikers who are seasoned players, so to speak, isn't that great. So, would I have him? Yeah, I would be happy about it, but I would be more interested in hearing that they're exploring alternative options to Kane. So
See,
trying to look for the next Haaland. He ain't gonna score Haaland goals.
Somebody that can give us, 6 years maybe. I don't know if we're going to get 6 more years of what Harry Kane's given us at Tottenham right now. And I mean, he's doing what he's doing with sort of an abysmal situation. So I don't know. yes, it would be cool to have Harry Kane, but I'd be more interested in
Would you
hearing.
take him for 100 million? That's the question. That's the real question.
Yeah.
That's
Because
exactly.
I'm not taking him at Chelsea for 100 million, no matter how good he is. That's just
That-
ridiculous for 30, 31 or 32.
That's a fair point, right? See, before I've my opinion has shifted probably the last 2 games, right? And I don't know, maybe it's just recency bias, but I feel like no matter who we sign, they have to complement Rashford. I don't want to sign anybody and it stifles Rashford's progression in terms of him getting the amount of goals or just him, the way he plays in the team. And I feel like if we get Harry Kane, it helps, it complements the way Rashford plays, the way he drops down, the way look at his assist records, look at the way he's complimented with him on Song. I feel like that will work, but I think every point that you both of you guys have made is valid. You know, his age, the price tag, and also United's record of signing these big players, bro. Falcao, Di Maria,
Cavani,
Tiger, Cavani, you know what I'm saying? Like Ronaldo, like it doesn't work out. It hasn't worked out. So I'm a bit worried that if we go for that big shiny name, it just was going to be like the rest of them. But it's a different manager. Hopefully it's under a different ownership, and we'll touch on the ownership too. But I think that Harry Kane kind of fits into what we're doing and is a stopgap. But 100 million is an expensive stopgap. I'm not gonna lie, bro. 100 million is an expensive stopgap. But I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't be fussing if we get him.
What do you think, Osimhen?
I mean, right now, I guess the second option is Osimhen. My only worry about Osimhen is, can he replicate this season? You know what I'm saying? When I look at his record, this is the first season he scored this amount of goals. You know what I'm saying? So can he replicate this next season? One, can he play in the Prem? I mean, most likely, if I had to enter, I would say yes, but I mean, until you do it in the Prem, there's always going to be that doubt that can you replicate? You can score goals, but are you going to be that main man? Are you going to score 20 Premier League goals for us? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't done it, you know, like I said, if you look at his goal record, he hasn't scored this amount of goals in his season ever, in his career ever. So I'm not sure. But I mean, the way he plays, yeah, bro, he's a goal scorer. You know what I'm saying? He's not like a Harry Kane that's probably going to drop down, help the team play in anything. His main focus is going to get in there and just score goals. So I won't be mad at him. But I want us to just not rely on these two, bro. I hope Ten Hag and the coaching staff, like, why do we have a recruitment team when you could only bring up Harry Kane and Osimhen? There has to be more option than Harry Kane and Osimhen. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they can pull someone else that works with the team and score goals. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me.
Look at the Brighton model. Brighton is just killing it with just 10 million players.
No, that's true. That's true. And that's why you have a recruitment team. So I always never like it when, you know, when we look at these players and they always bring up like one or two options that we all know, like the FIFA or the FM players, bro. Like, you a scouting team, pull out some players. But we'll see. But I wanted to touch on the ownership. Have y'all heard about what Joseph, have you heard about what's been happening with the bids recently with the Jim Ratcliffe and the Qataris?
I have, yeah. It's not exactly surprising if you know anything about these current owners.
Yeah, but I've been reading, like, so they're saying right now that Jim Ratcliffe submitted a bid that might be a higher valuation than what the Qataris did.
Oh,
and
come on, Jimmy.
No, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I mean, it's conflicted, so I don't really know what the actual facts is. I've heard the opposite side of it too. So they're saying that Jim right now might be the preferred, or get like the exclusivity or whatever, where he can talk just to the owners.
What it really is that Jim Ratcliffe is not interested in a full buyout because he can't do it. What he wants a 50% stake, if not more. So really his evaluation of each share that he wants, he's paying more on that share than what Sheikh Hassim is offering. So the difference is if Ratcliffe bids, it gets accepted. What people really aren't talking about is the fact that the Glazers will actually still hold a massive stake in the club. Whereas if Sheikh Hassim, his bid gets accepted, that's a full buyout. So that's really the nonsense that's going on right now. People are getting suspicious that the Glazers never, ever intended to entertain
Sell
a
the club,
buyout, that they've been in bed with Jim Ratcliffe the entire time. And they really just were entertaining the other ones just to jack up the bid.
price.
So,
Yeah, no, I've been hearing that too. But one thing I'll have to give, Lulu, I gotta give you your credit, bro.
What I do?
I think this week I realized that you may be starting to be a real podcaster. I thought you was just that meme of the guy that tries to be a doctor and shit that goes up.
Oh,
I thought that's what you were doing with this podcasting. But recently, you said something about what's his name, Abramovich. He put in a contract where you have to put a certain amount of investment before they get their money. And I heard
10 years.
Exactly. So with how they're doing the bids right now, I think Sheikh Jassim put in somewhere where he said he's gonna make this amount of investment no matter if he buys a club. And I think Jim Ratcliffe didn't do something like that. He's just saying, I'm gonna buy. He wants, from my understanding, he wants a controlling stake of your ownership, or at least the voting rights. Because I think right now the way they split it, they're shares, but the voting rights is really what's important. Because the family has they share the shares of the company, I think, evenly, or some may have more, but the voting rights is really what's important, and that's when the brothers really have controlling stakes. But I mean, regardless of the ownership thing, man, to get on the football, I mean, personally, I want the Qataris to come. I trust the Qataris. I feel like they're great businessmen. I hope they get it because I feel like they are better owners than Jim and the Glazers, obviously. So I hope he gets it.
Here's the problem with that, though. And we've all seen what happened with City. We've seen what the money talks. And that whole cliche of money can't solve problems, I think that's kind of nonsense. The problem with the Qataris coming in is, when will it stop? When are we looking at
something right now? Shit,
20 years from now, 20 years from now, are we going to be looking at 5 separate entities or a single digit number of entities that own every club?
Yes, that's what it's headed to.
I'm looking at it from a selfish standpoint. Let's have this conversation after they buy the club. That's where I'm at right now. The Glazers have frustrated me. I hear you, Jose. I hear you. I completely hear you, right?
But let me ask you this real quick, right? With the Glazers, and I'm not even trying to be funny. With the Glazers, bro, the Glazers really have invested in the squad. Now, if you tell me, yes, the property around, hung at the toilet and their training facility and all that crap that Ronaldo was talking about, cool. He could fix that. But in terms of the squad, he has invested in the squad. So what really is the problem with the Glazers when it comes to the squad? There's not really much problem.
It's just not their money. They've never invested a dollar of their own
money.
That's
a good point.
Oh, it wasn't their money?
It's United's money.
It's all accumulated.
The money that we made.
But and that small business, so the hunger, the money is flowing nice.
Let's not, I won't even get on the money, bro. Let's look at it from an ownership standpoint. When things have been wrong at Chelsea, Abramovich makes a change. The Glazers, it doesn't matter, bro. Unless look at all the managers, when the money starts to, when the managers that are in charge start to affect the money, that's when something happens. Bro, look at the squad has been changing. There's been there's no system, there's no procedures. Like the way we sign players, the way we hire managers, the way we fire managers, there's been no thought process. You can lay the blame on Ed Woodward. You can lay the blame up, but at the end of the day, it starts with the ownership, bro. If you have the Qataris come in, all that's gonna change, bro. They're gonna have football people in charge. They're gonna run it like a business. They're gonna invest on it heavily, but it's gonna be run correctly, bro. They're gonna invest in it correctly, and I think that's where the real big change.
I would think Real quick, I
I
don't
think
think
they want
Joseph wants
success.
that, man. I don't think Joseph. You want the Qatarians? Joseph don't look like you want the Qatarians in, man. I think he wants.
No. Everything that Muhammad just said he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right.
But what if it turns out okay, I know y'all see your neighbor city. You say it turned out, you know what I mean? They can go, they can get Haaland, here, Terminator and all this, the gingerbread man, you know what I mean? They're cooking over there. But what if y'all turn into PSG instead?
Nah, never. We can't never turn the PSG.
Because they're owned by Qatarians too. That could be a possibility.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think that there's too much history at the club. I've even seen that Sheikh Hassim is willing to actually have constant fan forums and face-to-face conversations with supporters.
Yeah.
So and like I just said, Muhammad, everything you said is correct. I'm hesitant to see, because it's happened with City when they bought City, and some people may gasp at this, some people may agree with me, but City was not a big deal when they were purchased. They weren't. But like I said earlier, money talks, money solves problems.
Oh, you mean that it wasn't a big club before?
It wasn't a big club.
Yeah, that's what he means. Yeah,
it wasn't. And
100%. They were called Stockport City, bro. Like, come on.
I've looked at it, and I think it only took them 3 transfer windows to really accumulate the players that helped them win that first Premier League title and the other domestic cups along the way. So, I mean, you think about that, 3 transfer windows, that's less than 2 years.
That's true. And Newcastle is scary too. And that's another thing, right? The ownership matters because they can invest and they can dramatically change and compete with the rest of the Premier League owners. Because Newcastle are going to do some crazy stuff. City are going to continue to do what they do. So you don't want to get left behind by an owner that's not really, success of the club is not their first priority. When the Qataris come in, money is not their first. I mean, yeah, it's a business, but success is going to be their priority. And that's the difference. That's the difference in ownership. That mentality is like, yo, I want to succeed. But now I want to get on the game, bro. Like, oh, this is scary. It's pissing me off.
Real quick, add a point on that, right? Real quick, and then we get into the game, because you see with City, right? It was lucky a good thing that they went to a club like City, who, at that time they were lesser known, because it means that the pressure was a little bit low. Newcastle wasn't really performing like that, so the pressure there too was also low. And also with Man City and Newcastle, yes, they came in with the money, but also they came in with a infrastructure where they can build properly and build the team. And it happened over the years. It happened overnight type shit. You know what I mean? It gradually happened. With United, there's gonna be a lot of pressure for when they step in, the fans and the media especially, they're gonna expect success immediately. Look at Chelsea, for instance. You know what I mean? Chelsea, we've gone through a bunch of shit last year that if Chelsea was Liverpool club, they would have been rolling out all the types of excuses for Chelsea when we've been going through some real life shit in terms of the sanctions. We couldn't sign nobody. We didn't have no technical director, none of that. It was just a bunch of Americans coming in and just spending money like that. But the media don't care because it's Chelsea. So when it comes to Man United too, if the Qatarians or whoever comes in with the money, they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna expect instant success. So I don't know if that's how I want to go. Hey, listen, that's how I want to go. You know what I mean? But
I don't think it's going to be instant success. I think that, one, the structure is partly there now. And since John Murdoch came in for Ed Woodward, I think he's been making smart decisions. So I think the structure is starting to be there. And the Qataris bring structure, bro. These are the same people, and they can withstand pressure. Bro, the whole world was dissing them on human rights, all type of human rights, LGBT rights. They've been throwing everything at them for years for the World Cup. They withstood that. It was a great World Cup. They put out a great show. So they've shown that they can handle criticism and they can withstand it. And I think with United, bro, the structure
is it the same people.
I mean, That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna deal with that. Is it the same people?
How many Qataris is there? Is it like 1 or 2 Qataris?
I mean,
Are they all
Sheikh
the same
Jassim,
Qataris?
I watched an interview where he showed that he's partly involved in that. You know what I mean? I mean, the way that country runs, like if you're not even in the state, you do business with the state.
Okay.
So he's part of it. So yeah, I'm not worried about that, bro. But the Aston Villa game today, I think I was looking for a performance, and the big thing that I took away from that game was Casemiro is looking like he's back. I've been saying this on the podcast. The last couple, since he's been back from his red card, he has not looked like the Casemiro before his red card. The game has flown past him. He would go into 50-50 challenges and miss out on the challenges. So I feel like this is the first game that I've seen him pull out and he actually got man of the match. I think that his tackles was very aggressive. He was back winning balls, winning tackles. You know what I'm saying? So I was very impressed to see him back. And we're going to need him. We're going to need him in the run-in, bro, and going into that final. So I need Casemiro to get back on shape, putting out those at least every game, nothing less than 8 out of 10 performance. So I'm very, very happy with his performance. And this is the real Viking in Manchester right here, bro. Victor Lindelof. He's the real Viking, bro.
He has played 6 games this season. Shut up,
listen, bro. I'm just
Any
saying,
Swedish?
bro. Listen, they all Scandinavia, bro.
Worry about your team. Why do you have to bring Haaland up for a defender?
I'm just saying he's the real Viking. I didn't say Haaland. I'm
bro,
saying
they're so rattled, bro. They are so rattled. Jesus Christ.
I'm saying that he's the real Viking. He put a Viking performance.
Lindsay can hold what's his name? Haaland?
I hope he plays. Let him come and play, bro. Let him play.
I wish Martinez was fit, man.
Lindelof
has not played 10 games this season. Lindelof has not played 10 games this season. Like, what are we talking about?
I've said what I said, bro. The real Viking in Manchester.
Shout out to Lindsay though. He went to Gambia. We forgot to talk about that, but shout out to him.
So yeah, that's how I felt, and it was a good game, bro. We Eric's the first half was really good. The second half we kept a clean sheet. De Gea has now 2 clean sheets ahead of Pope. I'm happy, man. How'd you see the game?
Would you keep De Gea next season?
He signed a new contract, no?
No, he hasn't signed. Personally, I'll keep it.
You would keep De Gea?
I'll keep De Gea. Some fans don't feel like me, but I just feel like De Gea is goalkeeper is probably the 4th position we need a change in. It's not number 1, it's not 2, it's not 3, it's number 4. So if that's the case, and there's not an out and out keeper that I see like, yo, we need him. So why change a critical position in your team when it's not your priority and you don't have a ready?
Terrible in the first phase. He is terrible. I'm sorry. He's great at those reactionary saves, but you look at Ederson being brought into City. You look at Alisson being brought into Liverpool.
Bro, he just said
elite changes.
Leave City's name out your mouth.
elite ball playing keepers. So helpful. So helpful. How many games in the last month have
y'all lost against Sevilla?
Disarray due to De Gea's inability to find players past halfway, find players wide. He literally cannot do it. He is lost. He is lost. I'm sorry.
But do you have
I don't see De Gea as a 4th priority change for United. In fact, I would put it in there at 1 or 2. I'm sorry.
What's it called? Joseph. But here's the thing, right? And I kind of agree with him, because it's like, I'm not even trying to be like, to say keep David De Gea so he can keep cussing you out the game like what he did against Sevilla. No, I'm not saying that. But if you look at David De Gea has been saving you guys for years, centuries.
And
this season.
And we thank him for his services.
But he's still good. It's just that his feet is just a little funny, Hanga. But he's still a good goalkeeper. Okay, so who you gonna go get? Who you gonna go get? Like who's out there that you think
I'll shortlist 3 keepers.
So many goalkeepers.
3 keepers in England right now. Meslier, Raya.
One, if you want to.
Meslier from Leeds? Dude, that's considered like 20 goals in this month alone.
Exactly.
He's better. He's better at the way that Ten Hag wants to play. He is better than De Gea at the way the manager wants to play.
Just let me ask you this: You would you have a keeper that's good at playing the ball, but is not great at saving goals?
The best defense is possession.
You can have
The
all the
best defense
possession
is
you want, bro,
possession.
but he has to be able to
Man.
save, bro. He came. I'm not.
Okay, so
There's not a
does that-
keeper in that
Does
league.
that
that
mean
is
you
not-
would take Kepa? Does that mean you would take Kepa at your team?
No, too much drama. Too much drama. No.
Take all the drama. Take all the drama. He's good on his feet,
I'll
but
pack his bags for you right now.
I'll go to London just to keep.
One-way
You
ticket.
can-
He can't even stop
you
to go
can
to
have
the
him.
restroom.
End of the
or nothing.
day, De Gea has saved United. He's won them games. He's actually probably the reason we didn't finish below 10th last year.
So you wait.
What
you
happened
said-
with
you
Dean
said,
Henderson?
But all these United fans talking about, oh, we need to move forward. We need this, that. And what? We want to keep De Gea around for sentimental reasons?
But you said Moulier. David De Gea is better than Moulier. Let's be honest, right?
At
Who else
what?
you say?
At reactionary shot stopping? Maybe. De Gea is not even that good of a shot stopper
He
anymore.
said reactionary
What?
stopping.
Joe,
Joe,
what
you gotta
you
give a
talking
little
about,
more
man?
credit, bro. That's
David De
he's-
Gea?
he has a golden. He's number one in clean sheets right now.
Like how's
He's
that even
earned
possible?
that.
Is that mostly up to the defense or go?
If you're trying to be nitpicky,
Gotta
you
do
can say
both.
that.
Because
If you're trying to be nitpicky, if
Chelsea
you
have
watch
been
United
horrible,
games, if
but
you
we're
try to
the
watch-
third best defense in the league this season. That doesn't mean we're
bro,
we're
David
not
De
horrible.
Gea, David De Gea has
What you
made
say?
a lot of great saves this season, bro.
What do you say?
This season,
He has. He has. I'm not disputing any of that. I think it's time to move on, though.
So what would you go for?
No, I agree. But okay, you said he. So I'm telling you, he's fourth. We need a striker more than we need no goalkeeper. Do
Why,
you agree with that?
You don't like Weghorst?
No, I'm not. I'm not having workers. But Joseph, do you agree with that? We need a striker more than we need a new
Yes,
goalkeeper.
we need a striker. We need a
Midfielder.
deep line. We need a guy that's comfortable in deep lying positions to pull
Yep,
string.
Exactly.
We need a keeper.
And we need a defender more than we need a goalkeeper. Another goalkeeper, another
Luke
defender.
Shaw.
Defender though, you have Varane and
Varane
This
is
guy,
Varane is not gonna.
Martinez.
That's strong. Yeah. Varane
That's
is not.
another.
Varane-
That's another one. You know, injury prone.
Injury
proven
prone.
player.
Exactly. So
Yes,
I feel
yes.
like we need another defender to cover for that. And then we need another goalkeeper in my eyes. And it seems like you agree with me, bro. It seems like if I go down that list, you agree in that order.
Costa from Porto, phenomenal. I think that would
I'll
be
take
probably
Costa
one
at
of
Chelsea.
the best signings we
Nah,
could
we
make,
need
but-
Mangdang.
But you know, there's actually United is right now is it. I get the feeling that what we are seeing is a little bit misleading because if you really watch the games, there's still so many damn issues. There are
No,
so
100%.
many issues.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's something that happened with Chelsea two years ago, covering up cracks by winning the Champions League. A season like this
I said this.
was bound to happen for Chelsea. Like we've been covering up cracks for so long, and now the water just broke and everything is down. I feel like Man U is coming towards that too. Like,
See, I think for Chelsea, you guys, I think for us, it's not really. I think we're aware of it. I think we're aware that there's a lot of transition happening. So I think we're not as oblivious to this as with Chelsea because you guys won the Champions League. You know,
we
you-
won the
you
Champions
mentioned
League,
that.
and everybody thought it was all roses.
But I think
Yeah.
United, we're aware of it, bro. And if we need to make the correct signings, right? We need to, like next season, Jadon Sancho we're gonna look at as a squad player. He can't be someone that he needs to prove himself that he's a starting 11. So we need to find someone that's gonna be a squad player. I mean, a starting 11.
Garnacho getting injured was a blessing for Sancho.
Yes.
It really was.
Yes. And he's toward the last 3-4 games, I feel like he's had, excluding the Sevilla game, he's had good games. But again, it's not enough for me to look at like, yo, you're a starting player. Right.
Not for that price tag.
Exactly.
What about Anthony? Is Anthony a starting player?
Anthony is his first season. He's playing well. You know what I'm saying? For his first season in the Prem, first season in United, I think he's doing well. He scored in big moments. He scored goals. He needs to improve. Today, when he came on, he played on the left. I want to see him more on that left also. I want to see him be able to play with the team, interchange, and go to the byline, bro. Because you have that one trick. It works well, but you need to mix your game up a little bit. So I want to see him on that left. So for United, like I said, I don't think that I'm fully aware of what we need to do. Like I don't think it's like everyone's looking at it. Like
I mean, the fans are always that way. Chelsea fans were when it happened. When we won the Champions League, we knew we were covering up cracks. But the management back then, Marina and all those people that won the Champions League, that's how they could see that Chelsea has arrived. But the fans knew that squad was not a Premier League winning squad. We haven't won a Premier League since 2018 or so.
Yeah, but with the new ownership, I think they're gonna come in to make a stamp. So I don't think we're different from Chelsea, bro. Y'all had a lot of things going on.
I don't see a big difference. I think Man United right now is Chelsea maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Heading towards a disaster season.
No. We are coming out of a disaster.
If nothing changes,
we're like the Phoenix. We just died with the Ronaldo leaving. It's like in the Harry Potter scene when the Phoenix died in front of Dumbledore, and then there's a new Phoenix rising. That's where we at right now.
Yeah,
we have the baby Phoenix right now. When we get the Qataris
analogies, man.
But that's the thing. Everything relies on you getting the Qataris. Now, like the recruitment,
they're gonna come.
They're not looking at players. They're looking at players that already make their name, players that you're gonna go spend 100 million on, and it's gonna get you 5 goals.
Chelsea's issue right now for me seems to be how many guys y'all have in the damn dressing room, dude.
Too many.
It's like that's got to be so chaotic, not only for the manager, but as well if you're a professional, you've been doing this your whole life, and then every day you're walking in and there's 32 guys in the dressing room every day for training.
That squad is too big,
dude.
I get that. I get it. It's going to happen. Some people are going to leave. A lot of people are going to leave.
But I got. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
I'm saying, but Man U has not even reached that stage yet.
No, we have the opposite problem, dude. We don't have enough.
Offloading.
We don't have enough.
It's always this. We're going to go spend 100 million on player. They don't have that structure set up like Brighton, where we're going to go get a player for 20 million.
The structure is coming, bro. It's coming. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's coming.
What if it doesn't?
That process. I think Mohammed's right. You see it with De Gea right now. De Gea hasn't signed.
Exactly.
They're trying to figure out. They've told him to his face, we're only going to sign you again on an extension, but you're going to take far less money.
Who?
Where in De Gea,
yeah.
Whereas in years past, we even
gave him more
with,
money.
We saw it with other guys
400 and something
since gone. That it's like, oh, name your price. Name your price. You name it. Oh,
exactly.
That's one thing I like about
week, you got it.
But we're not giving players.
Even Ralph signing
$10
Ten Hag is crazy for. It's something that United would have done. Not signing Ralph, continue with Ralph. So I think that structure is coming to come. But I have one more question I want to ask. Get your perspective on. How do you feel about Luke Shaw so far?
Ooh, my man. That's my man.
I got a point on saying on Luke Shaw, but I'm gonna let Joseph go on first.
Look, having a guy like that who has really, really only played that Premier League level ball at the position of fullback, outside back, left. He's played on the right a little bit. To come in and play with the poise that he has at center back, filling in when there's injuries, suspensions, you name it, and be as fluid there as he is on the outside is I don't know. I think that's just worth applauding. Doesn't matter who the hell you support. I think Luke Shaw gets a lot of flack unnecessarily because of his physique, and I think 100%. A lot of people like to think that guys should look a certain way and behave a certain way in this sport. And I don't know. I think Luke Shaw is a fantastic player. I really do. And I think this season
100%.
has been unreal, dude. Like
100%.
Real.
100%. And I've been saying it too, man. The way he stepped into that center back role, he doesn't miss, man. Every time he's been there, he's pulled out performances, at least 7 out of 10 minimum in that center back role. Somewhere he's not the tallest player too. He's not as fast as he once was. You know what I'm saying? And he's still playing there. He doesn't
Not
miss.
to mention the leg break that he came back from.
Exactly.
I mean, he almost
Exactly.
the guy literally almost had to have his leg amputated.
Exactly. So we gotta give him a lot more credit. Some of the fans,
I mean, Lems went through that too. Shit.
Shout out to Lem. Shout out to Lem.
What's it
Shout
called?
out Lems.
I came here and I said a statement about Luke Shaw. I think Mom was here. That's what I told it to Mom. I truly believe that Luke Shaw is a better center back than left back. I feel like he should continue playing as a center back because every time I've seen Man United play and I've seen Luke Shaw, I have been impressed with him playing more as a center back than a left back. How do you guys feel about that statement I just said?
I see what you're saying, right? And actually, I was thinking about it watching him in this game. I'm like, Luke Shaw has a career in that center back role. You know, he had, especially with the way Ten Hag plays, he has a
better than Maguire.
In this system, yes. In this system, yes. Luke Shaw is a better center back than Maguire in this system.
But
yes.
I feel like Luke Shaw is
who?
Maguire
I feel like,
in this
I feel
system.
like it's
Luke
good
Shaw.
when
Harry.
you're
Maguire?
in possession.
Oh, it was Maguire.
Twins with Upamecano. You may know him.
Pause. What you said? I'm sorry.
He must
said,
not be named.
I said I think Luke Shaw is great when you're playing possession football as a center back.
Yeah, he's always been good at you know.
I think you could go against Man City with Luke Shaw as your center defender. That's a recipe for disaster.
I mean, one, you don't play against City every week, but I'm not afraid. I think in one of the games he played, I don't know, it wasn't City because Martinez played against City. One of the games first game he played as center back, it was one of the big games. I don't know if it's Liverpool
I think I think it actually was City.
What City? It was City.
I think that was Arsenal. Was that City?
No, it was City.
And we beat them.
Yeah.
That's not the City to. When was that? I don't remember. But I don't think.
Now you changed. You told me City.
No,
now you changed.
I
Now
don't
you
think
put
this
in
is the
conditions.
City right now. That's the thing.
Clarity there.
I think
City
that
has
game was
changed
City
from the start of the season.
And that was
City
his
has
first
changed
game.
from the start of the season.
Yeah,
No,
different
they
breed.
beat us at the
whole
start of the
different
season.
team from
No. They beat us
what
at the
it
start of the
was.
season.
They
I mean,
were a whole different team.
The point we're making is he's playing
It's
well
not
right
about
now.
City. We're talking about Maguire. We're talking about
Look,
Shaw.
sure. He's played well.
When we talking about United players, we stay on United players. But when we talking about Haaland, all of a sudden we talking about Lindelof. That's crazy.
You were talking about Lindelof, and then Haaland said something about Haaland.
I said he's the real Viking. That's all I'm saying.
Let's stay on subject. You're right.
I'm gonna, for you City
He ain't
guys.
like that Viking
I'm
comment.
not co-signing
There's only
the
one
Haaland
Viking, Nick.
comment.
But
I'll say, okay, Lulu. To answer your question, I think
Yo.
the reason he's not gonna stay in that center back is because Luke Shaw is still our best left back. So as long as he's still our best left back, and you have Martinez available, it doesn't make sense to bench one of them when you could put Luke Shaw on the left back. You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
be honest. Is there a left back out there in the world better than Luke Shaw? For instance, will you take Alphonso Davies?
I wouldn't take Alphonso Davies. Hold on. Okay, I wouldn't say I wouldn't take it. I think Alphonso Davies is overrated the way people talk about him. I think he's overrated.
Wow.
I'm gonna make that statement. Now, would I take him over Luke Shaw? Alphonso Davies is good going forward, but he's not great going. He's not a great defender, bro.
Wait,
He's not
so
really
do you
great.
think Luke Shaw better than Alphonso Davies?
I would say he is. I would.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think Alphonso Davies
I
is
might
not.
get
He's
close
not.
to that, but I genuinely think he is.
He's just really fast, bro. But he's not defensively, bro. If you look at him, he's not great defensively, bro.
But when has he ever been cooked? I've never seen Alphonso Davies get cooked defensively.
Did you not see Bernardo Silva have his way with him for 90?
Oh, come on. Bernardo Silva was on.
Had his way with Luke Shaw.
Oh
Bernardo
my
Silva
God.
had his way with Luke Shaw. What are you
Yeah.
talking
Bernardo
about?
Silva.
Then that
Bernardo
nigga to the,
Silva took
kebab shop.
Alphonso Davies to school, dude.
Wait, let me hear what
So
Fawaz.
say,
Fawaz.
man,
Wait, am I
I
saying
don't
it
see
right?
how you can say Luke Shaw is better than Davis,
Fawaz? Am I saying it
especially
right?
when you factor in the age as well. That if you get Alphonso Davies, he's like what 24. You get him for at least 10 more years. Luke Shaw is what 29, bro. You gotta. I don't know how Alphonso Davies is better than Shaw, but maybe it's the whole center back thing. Maybe Davies is less.
It's also his technical ability. Luke Shaw takes set pieces. He takes corners. He takes free kicks. He's better crosser of the ball.
Bro,
If David was not a technical player, he would not be able to
pitting two
left
kings
back,
against one another.
left
but
wing, striker, center attacking mid. Have you ever seen won't play center attacking mid? And you tell me Alphonso Davies is not a technical player? How does he play midfield for
I didn't
his?
say
for
he
his
wasn't. I said I prefer Luke Shaw.
Exactly.
Again,
I prefer-
But you said
Wow.
technical. You
guys
said
are-
technically
You
Luke Shaw is better than
you guys
Alphonso
said
Davies.
Luke Shaw is better than Davis. I'm asking how he's better than Davis.
Mhm.
I
He's a
just
better-
said,
Not.
I just said why I prefer him.
Because he's technical. You said that.
I also think he's a
Yes.
better defender.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow.
No, that's facts, bro. No, that's facts.
Yeah, I would agree. What's it
No,
called?
but I know what it's that is facts. So I agree. I completely agree with that, bro.
Adesanya, what you saying, man? Oh shit.
He's saying that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Adesanya, what you saying, man? Adesanya, what you saying about this whole situation?
No, Luke Shaw is not better than Alfonso Davies. I'm sorry. That's just delusion right there. Luke Shaw is not better than Alfonso Davies. Yeah, what? No. Alfonso Davies has played. You're talking about technicality.
He's really fast.
Alfonso
bro.
Davies has
But-
played for Canada. He plays left wing.
Right.
Because they don't have a left wing.
But he's good at left wing.
yeah,
He
they
doesn't
do. They
just
got-
play
that
left
what's his
wing
name?
because he can't play. He
You
doesn't
keep
just play.
saying that because
But
he
he's
plays all
good
these
at left
positions.
wing.
Why do you think he's playing there? Because he's the best player on Canada.
Exactly.
But it's good at left wing. He doesn't play left wing and just don't.
But he's not
put it
better.
up-
Okay, who's better
Alfonso.
defensive? So does everybody agree that Luke Shaw is better defensive than Alfonso Davies?
No,
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
No.
I don't know.
pace is a big thing when it comes to defensive too.
Yeah.
Because what you're talking about, Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker is not a good defender, but when he loses out, he can catch you a game.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with even if he loses out, if Luke Shaw loses out, it's gone. He's not catching. He's not catching any
Yeah,
right
man.
winger in the
Go,
Premier
man.
League.
That's so funny.
Was it even today? Oh no, it was against Spurs. He lost out against Son, and he went back and recovered the ball.
Against who?
Son.
Bro, the only time I've seen Alfonso Davies get cooked was against Bernardo Silva. I will give
I've
Joseph
actually not
that.
seen him
But
get cooked because I
Bernardo
didn't
Silva was
watch
on
the Man
smoke.
City game.
And like MB said
But I've
too,
never
man,
seen him get cooked.
And
But I
when,
said
and
look,
how did his
Cook-
pace help
saw
him?
mad
How
times.
did his pace help him against Bernardo, who's really
No,
not?
but that's the only one, Joseph. That's the only one you got your name though. Come on, man.
I mean, and that situation you're talking about was at the byline. Like, where are you running to after that? Like, you're at the edge of
Why are you running?
Nah, bro. I don't think it's to the point where you can sit there and comfortably say Luke Shaw is better than Davis when like,
that is delusion for me.
and the amount of things you're listing that Luke Shaw is better than Davis at, I can list you the same amount of things that Davis is better than Luke Shaw at. So if you're a Manchester United team that plays progressive football, why is he's a better defender the only thing that you're looking for?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me progress this conversation real quick. Right? Let's
Wouldn't
move
you
on.
want a fullback that can attack as well if you're such a progressive playing team?
Shaw does attack.
That's a fact, but
Yes, bro.
efficiently. But listen to this, right? Lucas Hernandez or Luke Shaw, who y'all going with? I want to just hear this real quick. The one from
What the
AC
hell is
Milan.
happening?
Lucas Hernandez or Luke Shaw, who you going with, Joseph? And yeah, and
my
everybody
answer.
should.
You already know
That's
my-
For Waz, bro.
It's at AC Milan.
Lucas. Hernandez.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Theo Hernandez at AC Milan, not Lucas. Lucas
Oh,
is
sorry, my
better.
bad. Tio. Shit, even gonna be Lucas. But yeah, Tio. Joseph, what you saying, Joseph? And yeah, Tio,
Theo
Luke Shaw.
Hernandez.
Give me Luke all day.
AC Milan. Wait, Luke Shaw over Theo Hernandez?
Let's move.
Nah,
this, man.
that's
At
no.
this point, I'm being stubborn, man.
Okay, hey.
You see this?
I will accept that.
Roberto Carlos.
I will expect that. I'll accept that. So with United, I'm gonna ask you guys this question to kind of like wrap up with United, right? What's it called? I mean, going into the season, let's be honest, the top four is pretty much secured. That right there is secured, right? So what are y'all playing for from now to the end of the season? Is the FA Cup? Is that the only thing where you guys are
They
like
don't win in the FA Cup.
looking to try and win?
Look at this guy with his crystal
What'd you say?
ball.
I know.
They don't
right?
win in the FA Cup. You're not. You're done.
Why you say that?
City towards the end of the season is just a very good team.
Bro,
Like
City has
the-
taken everybody's heart, bro. Everyone has been scared of City, bro.
it's-
Yeah, boys.
I mean,
No,
y'all cannot be
the-
like City though.
because
so you can't be like
nobody
City.
has yet
No.
to figure out this little thing that Pep is doing with the 3 at the back that turns to 4 at the back when it's out of possession. Nobody has figured that out. They go into games and they go 3-4-0 up in the first half. Like the only reason they're not like on like a lot of clean sheet is that they get complacent around the 85th minute and score and concede 1 goal and they're like 4-1 or 3-1. That's the only reason that people talk about their defense. But when you have a team that defense is the best form of attack, or for them, attack is the best form of defense, they always have the ball. So they don't need the defense. Like you have John Stones scoring a goal from the edge of the box. He's supposed to be a defender. But scoring a goal from the edge of the box, you just can't figure it out. You don't know where every player is gonna be at a particular point in time. So how are you gonna figure that out?
City has taken y'all life, bro. I ain't afraid of him, bro.
Before we're
ready.
Preview this FA Cup final, right? Let's hear from the City fan real quick about their game today, and then we'll transition into the final. I think we should do that first. Let's talk about MB. Talk to us about that Fulham game, because I ain't gonna lie. I was watching y'all game. When y'all scored early, I was like, all right, cool. You know, the bag is secure. Let me go watch United, see what's going on over there at Old Trafford with your own even field. Y'all field is stupid, man. Why is it that when you run and then as soon as you come off, there's a dip right there? You trying to break everybody's angle with that
Where,
shit.
United?
Y'all gotta fix that. Yeah, man. Y'all gotta fix that at the Old Trafford. That shit is scary. No cap.
Nah,
But-
apparently it's the way that the ground is, man. They had
Yeah,
to do
because it's
that.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it called? And then I say, you know what? Let me see what's going on with City, because I don't really like watching United, because the way y'all play is just, I feel like it's like strict football in the sense that Ten Hag just comes and like, this is how we've been training in practice, and this is how y'all about to bring it onto the pitch. So I was like, let me just go back to City and see what's going on with the City. And I seen his
I know a
1-1.
Chelsea fan is not talking about style of play. I know that.
And then I went to thingy and I saw it was 1-1. I'm like, what the fuck? Could this be a situation where Man City dropped the points? I'm like, bruh, don't do this. Not right now. Don't do this. And then Alvarez scored that beautiful goal. MB, how you feeling, man, about Man City and what's going on? Are you satisfied with what's like going on, especially with De Bruyne missing, Alvarez stepping into the pitch? You know what I mean? How you feeling about it, man?
I mean, I feel like this season, our worst 2 games were against Fulham. The first time we played against them, we should not have come out with 3 points. And this second time we played against them again, I don't know what it is with Fulham, but I feel like we played enough to win the game, but we didn't create enough chances to fully say that we deserve the 3 points. But at the end of the day, like, we scored more goals than them, so I guess we deserve the 3 points. But yeah, I mean, we just came off of playing a tough ass game against our title contenders. We were not gonna come in this game and be at like 100%, because you know a lot of the players, I think it's 9 out of the 11 players started against Arsenal. So like I expected them to be a little slow. So I was even surprised when we scored that early off that penalty. But yeah, I'm happy we got through this game. This game for me was just just whatever you do, don't lose. Like if we ended up drawing this game, I would still not be too disappointed. But I could not come out of this game losing to Fulham. So it's good we got the 3 points. Still breaking records, bro. 50 goals is insane. So I don't know. There was a lot of.
Can I ask, who was it this past summer?
Right.
Group chat.
Yeah, right. How much goals did Rice say again?
Somebody said 50. I swear somebody said 50.
30,
and he
but
got
y'all were forcing him to say 50. And then he was like, nah, I didn't say 50, and now he has 50. So at this point, I don't know who's
right. Don't run for president, man. You may know something, my boy.
I mean, he's scoring. If it was a penalty, but you still have to score the penalty. But he has one more goal, like all out the record for whether it's a 38 game season or I think the other one was like a 42 game season or whatever. He has one more goal to break all of that in the Premier League. But yeah, 50 goals in your first season at the club, and you're like, he's still like young. Yeah. People forget that Haaland is still so young that he can only improve from here. So I think it's crazy to watch how quickly he's adapted to the team, and he's playing. Every game he's playing better. I remember people saying, "Oh, the game against Arsenal was the best they saw Haaland play, and he didn't even score, and then he ended up scoring at the end of the game." So Like his gameplay is getting better. His finishing has always been insane. So I think, yeah, at this point he can only get better. So, and our team is
Thanks.
getting better. Foden is back. De Bruyne wasn't even playing today. I think if we have our full squad, yeah, I already said it from months ago. I said we're winning the league. That has never changed. I don't care about Arsenal. I don't care about Spurs, United, Newcastle. I said from the beginning of the season we're winning it 3 times.
Okay,
So
the hunters
the only,
chopping
team, the only team that can stop us right now is the team that somehow always ends up beating us is Chelsea. I don't know what it is about Chelsea, but whenever we play against them and we're gunning for the title, they always want to put their 2 cents in there when nobody asks them. So I hope they have that. If they have that same energy for Arsenal, I'm fine. Like
Yeah,
if you
Arsenal
want
be
to
coming for you.
I,
BK,
I
yeah,
want
where's
to beat
BK,
Arsenal
man?
so I want to
BK,
beat
are you watching
Arsenal
this?
so bad. I want to
crazy
beat
against
Arsenal.
us, do it, but then do the same for Arsenal and
Man,
Newcastle. For Arsenal, I think Arsenal are dropping a lot of points,
And
and
they
I think
got
with
play
Arsenal,
Brighton too.
like we can take the foot off the gas if they drop enough points and focus
Nah,
a
don't do
little.
that, please.
I
Full
want to beat
full
Arsenal
goals.
Didn't
so
I
You
bad.
don't like
still have,
4-1.
as in,
what, two extra
we
games
can
for
win the
Arsenal to play,
league
huh?
earlier than the end of
Oh, true.
and focus on like Champions League and the FA Cup and all of that because
Oh, true.
all these teams are playing against Real Madrid. They can't win the league, so they can relax a little bit on that. Manchester United, the only thing they're playing for now is up to the FA Cup. They're already in the top four. It doesn't matter whether they finish third or fourth, they're still qualifying for Champions League. So
Right.
these teams we're supposed to play against, technically, yeah, they still have games, but it's like there's not a lot of pressure on these games as compared to us and Arsenal. So
What's
I think the sooner we get this league out of the way, the sooner we can we
focus
can
on Champions
start
League?
rotating players here and there and all of this stuff, just preparing for the FA Cup final and the Champions League.
Oh, you got trouble in hand. What's it called? I saw this meme, right? Just real quick. I saw this meme and it was like they said Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, right? And they were trying to be funny in the sense that if they said they should do an experiment where both of them should come to Chelsea, right? Hopefully it happens, but they should come to Chelsea and they should see who can score 10 goals first for Chelsea. Since
The Premier
that's in the Premier League, since we've been struggling to score goals and stuff.
Chelsea getting stuff for shit.
Right.
Horrible.
And it kind of got me to thinking, it seems like Haaland and Mbappe are the next superstars to carry the torch that was left behind by Ronaldo and Messi, even though none of them really play like Messi. But they both kind of resemble Ronaldo in a way.
No, I
get
think
what people are saying.
Mbappe
I get what
needs to
people are
leave
saying
PSG.
bad, and I know Mbappe is like a really good player, but I don't think he's on the level of Messi and Ronaldo. So I think with
Who?
Messi and Ronaldo out of the Mbappe, I think with Messi and Ronaldo out of the picture, yeah, Mbappe is probably the best player in world football, but I think it opens up the door to more people in that Ballon d'Or conversation. There'll be more room for like other players to come out, and it's not gonna be Messi, Ronaldo, and then you fill in the rest of the spots. I think it's gonna be a free for all for like the next couple of years.
Yeah,
I think
I agree with
Haaland
that.
and Mbappe will probably be there, but like yeah, it's not gonna be a given because now there's no like that Messi Ronaldo agenda that hovers
Yeah,
over
those
these
people
picking.
were like special, man. The rest are
Yeah,
just great
I think
players.
it's gonna be a good time. Like because bro, before Messi and Ronaldo, you would see defenders winning Ballon d'Or,
Yeah,
goalkeepers winning Ballon d'Or. You would see
midfielders.
Right.
all these players coming out, yeah, midfielders coming out, strikers, wingers. But ever since Messi and Ronaldo, it's been what? How many? Like 12 years of back to back Messi Ronaldo. Yeah,
Back to
Modric
back.
won it, Benzema won it, but like, yeah, man, we
Modric
tired.
snuck in. What's it
I'm
called?
looking forward to seeing players like Mbappe, Haaland, like the youngsters like Osimhen, even Kvaratskhelia or whatever, Vinicius Jr.
Rashford.
Pedri.
Rashford.
Yeah, nobody worry about Rashford.
No, Rashford.
Rashford has one good. That's the thing. I'm waiting for next season. That's what I want to do.
If you put an
Rashford out.
Osimhen there, you gotta put Rashford there too. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, that's a fact.
I'm not putting
Rashford is 25, no?
I hold Rashford to a high standard because of the fact that he has one good season, then he'll go off for like 2 years and come back and have another good season. So I need him to be more consistent. if you want to be England's, and I want Rashford to be England's front player. I'm sick and tired of Harry Kane, bro. So I want Rashford. I thought Sterling
He's
to
gonna
be
be
that
your
guy.
neighbor soon.
Yeah, he couldn't break into that mold. So I want Rashford to take over that Harry Kane limelight. But I don't know what it is with Rashford and the national team. But like he needs to keep up the form. So next international selection comes, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. And I want him to break into that like England team and hold his spot because I think Harry Kane is the only player in the England team for the last like 5 years that has been a guaranteed starter. Everybody else has been in and out of the team. And I think the fact that you have players like Callum Wilson and all of these players even being in the discussion when you have players with such quality like Rashford, like even struggling to get starting lineup in the starting lineup, which is crazy. I think he needs to keep the pressure on because if you play good, no one can deny it. Like, you can hate a player or you can maybe not like a player. But if Rashford is scoring 25, 30 goals a season, I don't care who the England coach is, like, you have to put him in the team. So
But first, unless you're racist, then that's a different conversation.
yeah, and then after that, it's just like, because bro, I love Saka and everything, but I think Saka doesn't his output, like his goal output is he doesn't have the potential output that Rashford has. I think Rashford has been a 20 plus, 25 plus goal player every season. Like I think, but Saka,
Really?
I think, yeah, Rashford. No, he hasn't. I'm not saying he scored it, but I'm saying he could be because
he has the
he played
potential.
for United. United are a good team that play really good football, that play counter-attacking football as well, which I think suits his play style. So I think, bro, he should be scoring 20 plus goals every season. This should not be a one-off thing. And that's why
I don't like when I hear this comparison with Saka and Rashford. Like Saka is 21. He just started playing football. Rashford has been playing football for the past 5 years. Has one good season, and you're putting him in a conversation with Saka. No, if you're gonna compare Rashford, you need to go with players that are at his actual age, not
Like who?
with Saka and Martinelli.
Who can you
That
who
is
can you
such
put
a
in like next
low
to?
bar for comparison. Like they're totally different players.
They're both wingers. I mean, left winger, right winger. But I just hate when I hear the
comparison.
Rashford has more goals than Saka. Of course he does. He's been playing in the Premier League for 5 years. Saka just started playing, and Saka started playing as a left back or right back or something too.
Left back.
Saka didn't start as a winger. This is like 1.5 season he's been playing as a winger. And you're comparing him to Rashford, and Rashford is winning Young Player of the Season
because
at 25.
that's who they're comparing him to. Like that's his competition. It's like like I guess I would say I don't know Zinchenko. Any team he goes to now, yeah, he used to be a midfielder, but they're gonna be comparing him to left backs now. Like it's like that. I think Saka, yeah, he started as a
It shows the
fullback
age
and all
difference for me.
You're talking
The
about
other
also
thing
the
is,
experience.
if they weren't both English,
they're
would
both
they even be
English
compared?
wingers. Like, who else are you gonna compare him to? Like, they're both English wingers. Yeah, you
That's
can
what I was
compare
about to
Rashford.
ask.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people to compare him with around his age. If you're gonna go, you have to go past his age, like go Salah or Mane, which is older
You
than
can
him.
compare Rashford to like Grealish, Sterling. They're in the same age bracket.
Rashford and Mbappe.
Isn't Mbappe like 3 years younger than Rashford or something?
Oh, is he? Is he? Oh shit. Okay. So who you gonna compare Rashford to? I mean, Salah and them are older.
That's what I said. I said Sterling, Grealish. They're all the same age. Yeah.
Okay. All right. City Boys, was there anything else you wanna drop on us?
I mean, man, all I'm saying is Arsenal, bro. Watch the drop, man. That's all I got.
So you gonna drop like an album.
Man, I've been telling these man for the longest. You're holding. They were like, "Oh, we're 8 points ahead." Yeah, but 6 of those points are ours. Like y'all been ducking us the whole. You're holding 6 points. You're holding 6 points. So all this 8 points, 7 points ahead. It was just until we played, and now we played, and look, now you're down there.
What's it called? Joseph, who are you supporting in the Man City versus Arsenal game, who team were you rooting for, Joseph?
That was a tough one. I think I'd rather die than watch Man City win the treble. So
you better call
I,
your will people, because that may possibly
Yeah.
happen.
No
You
way,
know,
it's not gonna happen. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. We
I
need their number. Don't worry about
leave
it.
me the vault. You look like you in the vault right now. Just leave me the wine and stuff in your celery over there. I'll take it.
dude, I like it. That match the other day, Arsenal City, was fantastic. Only because of how much my fantasy team benefited from Holland.
Mm.
Other than that, at the end, I was just I had this gross feeling. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's gotta be tough. It's gotta be tough for Man City right now. I can't imagine Tottenham trying to win the league. I'm probably gonna try to kill myself if Tottenham trying to win the league.
And the thing is, and I can't. I said this last year, and obviously Madrid took care of business. But I mean, again, you know, I'm favoriting City for the Champions League. I think so. You know, and then after that display against Arsenal, and then everything that you guys have mentioned about how good City are when it's near the end of the campaign and they're chasing that overall goal for the season of winning the league. I mean that it's just, they are cut from a different cloth when push comes to shove in that sense. So yeah. And then I think that the FA Cup, the FA Cup is going to be
so funny.
interesting, man. Because if Martinez was fit, if Varane was fit, you know, I would be a bit more optimistic.
They still might be
I'm not
available. Though. I don't know how long they're out for, but they still might be available for that
It's
game.
just, you know,
You're not scared?
no. I mean, why should we be? Why should any of us?
You gonna say Candyman?
Why should any of us be scared from, you know, a third party perspective of watching a football match? But it's bleak. So yeah.
Bleak. And that wrap up. What's it called? Okay. All right. We might
Let's go to the relegation battle, man.
Yeah, let's go over to Chelsea, man. Let's go over to Chelsea. What's it called? My friend over here. Let me ask you a question.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We're not getting relegated. That's all I know.
Chelsea will never be relegated. That hell would freeze over first.
They're coming close.
Yeah, but it's more of a meme. It's more of a meme than it is anything. You know,
we're gonna finish 16th or maybe 17th. Maybe like a point off relegation, but because it doesn't look like we're getting any win this season.
We are staying up.
We're staying up, yeah. But it doesn't look like we're getting any win.
With all that said, if we did witness it, I think I'd throw a party. I think I would throw a party.
Throw a party?
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself there.
We get a point against Nottingham Forest and maybe a Bournemouth. Maybe that's 2 points, and that gives us 41. I think we're safe after that.
Oh yeah, because thing drop points. What's it called? Let me ask you a serious question, right? If with Chelsea, they're about to play Arsenal. How are you feeling about that game going in? Because you know we need to go there. We need to destroy their hopes even more.
I don't feel good about that game. Even when we were playing at our best, we struggle against Arsenal. So I don't know what they're gonna do with us right now, where we're not even close to our best, and we have freaking Frank Lampard playing. Man, that is I get pain every time I say his name. Frank Lampard, horrible coach.
Who? Frank Lampard?
Yeah, they need to pull him out of that position quick, because if he does not get pulled out, he's gonna lose. Like right now, Chelsea fans consider him the best player to ever play for Chelsea. But if he keeps going down this route, he's gonna lose that status, because they're gonna remember him as a horrible manager than as a good player. He's really horrible. How are you playing against Brentford and you're pulling out a front three of Kante, Gallagher, and Sterling? When you have Modric on the bench, you have Madueke on the bench, you have Aubameyang on the bench, you have all these nice attacking players. No, Mudrik. Well,
I thought you said Modric. I was like,
Modric is more
that one.
Croatian. Mudrik is more hood. Mudrik. But listen to this though, right? At the Seni, right? Listen to this. I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree with that point of Lampard not being, because I understand because fans are fickle, but let's not forget that he did give us top 4 during a transfer ban right after we lost one of our best players in history.
It's not shown that he's a good coach though.
But
is that his fault or is that
Exactly.
systemic
Talk to him,
problems
Joseph.
within the club?
No, you're meant to come as an interim manager, right? Why go and change the formation and play something that the players have not been playing the whole season? His first game back, you want to go to 4-3-3. You're as an interim manager. We don't have an older midfielder. Why are you playing 4-3-3?
And honestly, I think it all goes back to the fact that parting ways with Tuchel was a mistake. Parting ways with Tuchel was a massive mistake.
That was like, I always say that the ownership has done a lot of things right this season, but the one big mistake they've made was sacking Tuchel, because we bought players for him, and now we don't have players to play.
Who did we sign for him?
We bought players to play 3-4-3. We bought Koulibaly, we bought Spello, we bought Kukurela. Those are 3-4-3 players.
Aubameyang came in to play with Tuchel, and then Tuchel was gone.
We bought players for 3-4-3 formation, and now we want to play 4 at the back, and we don't have the players to play 4 at the back.
Yes, gentlemen, we are in 2023, right? You talking about Koulibaly. Koulibaly played in the back 4 his whole life in Napoli. He never played in a back 3. So he's not really a back 3 type of player. And we signed him way too late. Like, if I'm being honest, I like the guy. But I remember when we had an episode here, when we did the AFCON episode, and I asked about Koulibaly, is it too late for him to come to the top flight club? And I think Emmy was telling me like, yeah, and stuff, right? And I agree with him, but I didn't expect him to come to my club. Shit. I didn't expect this at all, but it happened, right?
I didn't like that transfer at all. Any of the August transfer, the first transfer window this season, all of those players, the only one that I think might come good for us maybe next season is Kukurea.
Mostly Fofana.
Fofana, yeah. But Koulibaly, Aubameyang, like, why are we buying these players that past the prime?
That's who Tuchel signed though. That's who Tuchel signed.
I did say that before the recording started, that is the one thing I have against Tuchel, is that he has no talent ID. He goes for already made players. He doesn't go for players that can give him like that won't improve for the next 2 years or so. He goes for players that are already made. Sterling, Koulibaly, Aubameyang. These are players that he already knows how they play, so he knows how he wants to play them. He doesn't go for what is in the player versus what the players already got.
To be fair, though, it kind of makes sense when you consider how successful the Chelsea Academy setup is. It's
right.
Theoretically, you guys should be pumping out homegrown players into the first starting 11 like clockwork. But I was reading lately that some players are left puzzled when they're sent out on loan after having very successful spells within the academy, being promoted to the first team. And then Chelsea goes and they buy Mudrik, who had played less than, 2,000 minutes of senior pro ball. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. And I do think that you're right. And that Tuchel's had a record of buying these players that are seasoned and experienced, and they've, past their prime and whatnot. But I can't help but think that's because you guys have such a surplus of young academy talent, but we never see it. We never see
this players play.
Yeah, if you sign these players, we're not gonna be able to see them. You know what I mean? Like if you go and sign people like for instance, Koulibaly is on like what 200 something K a week type shit, or I don't know how much it is, but he's gonna have to play just because of the amount of money that is signed for him. And with the academy, I agree with you. Like I'm an advocate for academy players. I don't want Chelsea to play the academy players, but that's where Tuchel fucked up at, because in the summertime it was a prime time for you to implement all the academy players that was.
It sold most of them. It sold Gilmore,
Tomori,
Hudson-Odoi.
Abraham. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can keep naming, like, Gay in Crystal Palace, fucking who else, bro? There's a bunch of players that like Tuchel has green lighted to sell. Like, instance, like Billy Gilmore was like benching him and playing people like Saul, who's here on loan, that
That is
ain't
how you,
playing in
that
midfield
is
for
how
like
you know
man long.
Tuchel has no
That
kind
was
of
such a
ID.
weird transfer.
He came in the summer and said we have a good midfield, and I went through that midfield. I'm like, how do we have a good midfield? We have Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante, who plays 25% of the game a season, and you came out and said in a press conference openly that we don't need a midfielder.
Right.
And man,
Well,
I was puzzled when they said that. Like, how do you say we don't need a midfielder? Kovacic is past his prime. That man needs to get a hell out of my club. I don't like he's being really horrible.
yeah, he's very inconsistent.
Kovacic has been great at fooling the masses into thinking that he does a lot.
When he does that little,
Nah, he does do a lot. He's just inconsistent.
No,
He
doesn't
really doesn't.
do a lot.
He really doesn't.
He holds the ball, do that little turn, do the little possession for like 5 feet, move the ball 5 yards, and then pass it back 10 yards. And he does that shit. He doesn't progress the ball. He tries to get
works well in a midfield three. Like, if you look up for Croatia, you have like Mudryk and Brozovic and stuff like that. He works in a midfield where people in their roles, they know what it is that they're doing and they're actual midfielders. You know what I mean? If you're looking to cover kick to be the main guy in your midfield, week in, week out, you're going to struggle. That is right there.
He needs to get. I don't mind Mount playing as an 8 if he get his act right. I don't mind him playing as an 8 in that position.
Right.
But we need a Casemiro in our team. We need a CDM.
I don't really think we need a Casemiro. I think we need a hybrid of the 6 that's like the next generation of the midfielders. We need a Caicedo. You know, someone who is like, they are comfortable. Yes, they can play as a 6, but also they can move forward and play as an 8 or even play as a 7.
We already have a lot of players that can play as an 8. That's the thing. We have all this. We have Kante who doesn't stay in one place, box to box. We have Kovacic. We have Mount that can play in that position. We have Kane Chukwuemeka. We have Conor Gallagher if they don't sell him. But we need people that can stay in front of the defense and be strong. Just sit there.
No, I hear you, like a Mikel type shit. I understand what you're saying, but this is the new generation of football. We need that, and also like you can be able to sit and protect the back four, and also you can come up with a goal and stuff like that. But look at Rodri. Rodri gonna get you a goal.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you go to Bayern Munich, they have the midfielders. You go to Real Madrid, Tchouameni, he can get you a goal.
What would you get in midfield for Chelsea?
Me, I have a couple. I would get Lavia. I would get Caicedo, or I would get what's his name, the Kone from Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yep, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, these players, they're adaptive. They're not hungry. They're not just stuck to just one position. If you want them to play as that role you're talking about, they can do it. But also they're mobile enough to move around. That's the future. That's the way football is going right now. That's what we need.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. But I understand what you're saying with this 3 at the back situation. And so what changes would you make for the Arsenal game then? Since you're not really liking him playing with the Conor Gallagher and Sterling, and who was the other person he be fucking playing up there? What's his name?
Play actual attackers. We went against Brentford with Sterling the only attacker in that thing. If you really put the formation out in the position they are supposed to play at, that was a 5-4-1. I didn't go against Brentford as Chelsea and you're playing 5-4-1.
Right.
That is not right. We have players. I don't want to see Ziyech not even in the starting 11. I don't want to see him on the bench because Ziyech should not even be a Chelsea player anymore. If the paperwork went through, so why are we still giving him game and we're benching players that have an 8-year contract? We're benching Madueke, we're benching Chukwuemeka. Right. We're putting them on the bench, and Ziyech is playing. Ziyech is definitely going this summer. If we don't sell him, we're canceling his contract. So why is he still in the team? What if we are done with the sentiment that this season is a write-off? starting from this point forward, we are building towards next season. Why is ZH playing if we're building towards next season? Why is Aubameyang playing over David Datro Fofana? If we're going for next season, Aubameyang is not gonna be here next season.
Yeah.
So why are we playing all these players? We know we're not getting points. Personally, I know we're not getting any wins this season. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it.
I'm at the bridge.
So why not just build these players for next season? Play them together. Play Madrid, play Modric, play Fofana. Even if they don't get a point, as a fan, I have something to look forward to other than watching the same shit show every week.
Right.
I'm pretty glad we didn't play the past 2 weekends. It's been the best weekend of my best weekend of 2023 so far for me, because every weekend the same shit show.
I was watching Serie A. I was like, yeah, man, this football is nan.
Every weekend. I think if we don't get our share, Arsenal is gonna humiliate us.
Don't do that, Adesina. Stay strong, my boy. Stay strong.
I hate to say it, and it's very hard for me to say it as a Chelsea fan, but in terms of style of play, Arsenal is playing football really, really good. Their football is really beautiful. Like they're passing, the way they move the ball forward. It's not just good, it's actually beautiful football. The way they play.
But you don't think that the whole pressure and the whole thing that's going on, right? Because think about it like this, right? I'm thinking about it like this. We don't have to win that game. I understand.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
Why you said?
You have to win the game.
Bro, what's it called?
You have to win the game.
Oh no, hold on. Nah, listen to this, right? Listen to this. We are on 39 points. We need 40 points to stay up. You know what I mean? So if we get a point,
39 points in 32 games.
At the same time, if you get a point, you go celebrate that one.
Yeah. I'm sure we're not relegated. Because we're not relegated. If we get a point against us, we've not gotten a point against Arsenal for like 2 seasons in a row or so. Even when we're playing,
at the same time, that's new though. You know that's new. They've
been smacking us left and right since last
time.
They
smack us. The only time I remember them smacking us was when RVP came to Stamford Bridge and got the hat trick. That's the last I remember them smacking.
Maybe not smacking, but we've found it hard to win against Arsenal for some reason. I don't get it. I don't know how we don't beat Arsenal. I don't know how we don't beat Arsenal, but like we've find it very hard to go to Arsenal and win games.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that I can't explain, because even when they were in their transition season under Arteta, you think that they were like on a losing streak. They were losing like 5 games. Came to Chelsea, I think either they got a draw or win. I was like,
they got a draw. How
do you manage that?
Yeah. Now you speaking facts. You know your stuff. Okay, you're a Chelsea fan. Okay, now let me ask you this, right? How you feel about Pochettino coming in into the doors? How you feel about that?
Can be mad. I think the only argument people have against him is that he was a Spurs coach.
The Spurs affiliation.
Yeah, so I don't see anything wrong with him if he can come in, settle the ship, make us play good football. Right. We saw what he did with Son and Kane. So if we can get a striker for him and he can do that with Modric and somebody.
How do you feel about him saying that titles is not important?
But that was at Spurs, though. That was at Spurs.
That was the context of Spurs.
He said,
I'm going to defend him now. That was the context of Spurs.
Even the context said, Mourinho said something around that thing, talking about Spurs. Spurs don't win trophy. That's just who they are. So
I don't know, man.
I won't judge him for what.
For me, ever since that statement, I think I was always skeptical. But when he said that, it's when I was done with Pochettino, bro.
So who would you go for, Enrique, Nagelsmann, or?
I mean, I see everything you're saying. It makes sense. I agree with it. And I think like he's kind of went over that. But for me, when you formulate your word structure in your head for you to come out with those words that winning trophies is not important, I'm looking at you crazy, bro. I'm looking at you crazy, son.
Yeah, not facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
he must have watched his sins away,
you going out to party and saying like, all right, the girls don't matter. Like something like, it's like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it depends what you're going out for. You know what I mean? If you're just going just to hang out.
that's probably a bad example, but you get my point. There's certain
I get
things
your
it's
point.
just
I get
like
your point.
you can't say that's not important. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, bro.
I get it, but looking at Chelsea needs someone to steady the ship, and I think out there is one of the people that can do that. I don't agree with.
Or I'm going to work, but making money is not important. Like what? Why are you
Right,
clocking in?
I'm not
bro?
gonna clock in.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna chill.
I'm going to work, but I'm not gonna clock in. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Like
Uncle Sam
certain
come
things,
and talk to you.
yeah, like certain things, it just don't make sense, bro. You gotta like it's the main thing. It's the main thing, and that's
I've been doing my research on this whole Pochettino situation, right? And to Joseph's point of the academy being so good, Pochettino is known for bringing
That's
in
fair.
like
That's
the
fair.
young players and like into the squad. And if you look at
Developing
just the
talent.
squad, yeah, we have a lot of like young talent. So, but me personally, I want Spolati, the Napoli manager.
Every day you come here and say his name different. Spalletti.
I want spaghetti. That's who I want. That's who I want as my manager, bro. Because these Italians are fierce. Like Italian managers, let me broad this question. Let me broad this conversation real quick, guys. Which national country has the best breed of managers? It might have to be Italian managers, man. Like, which national country breed the most? You know, Germany, they have Klopp, they have Tuchel, they have Nagelsmann.
Right now, I think right now is the Germans for sure.
Hey, Germans.
Right
Who's
now.
German? Who's German?
No, I'm saying in totality. I
Yeah,
think
but who
Germans.
name them?
Which German coaches?
I mean, the ones you just named. You got Nagelsmann, Klopp.
If you look at Spain, you have Guardiola, you have Enrique.
Yeah.
I think Spain has more quality managers than Germany.
It might be Italy, man.
If you say Italy, because they have Mancini, they have Ancelotti, they have who's the other guy?
Napoli coach, AC Milan coach.
Benitez is Italian, right?
Who?
Even
Nah.
No, he's Spanish.
The Zerbi's also Italian.
The German coach too. The German the national team.
Zerbi's Italian.
Or De Zerbi, yeah, De Zerbi don't look Italian though. I don't know what he looks like, but he looks French to me. He don't look Italian, but yeah, De Zerbi is Italian. That's a fact.
The German national team coach too.
Who? Hansi
Hello?
Flick.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about the old one. Yeah, Flick as well. But
how about the
honestly,
British?
Flick's time with Germany is not
where they at?
It's not there. It's German team.
Listen to Wolves. They have Graham Potter. They have Frank Lampard. Well,
average.
That's the worst.
Nah, don't do that. They have what's his name? What's the England coach name? They have
Southgate.
Guys, boy. Southgate, man.
Southgate is not a
Stuff
good coach.
bro.
Southgate almost relegated his whatever team he managed.
Steven Gerrard,
Middlesbrough. Will you take Southgate at Chelsea?
No, what a
hell no. We've ate
we're
our
leaving
biscuits
out of-
already.
you know who I would take though? That is not a popular opinion.
the Dutch.
Mourinho.
Yeah.
I would do number 3. I would run it back.
You see Mourinho, right? It's like R. Kelly situation. You know,
I
my
would run
mind
it
is
back.
telling me
He's
no.
a necessary evil. He's a
But
necessary
my
evil.
body.
Whoa, Lulu, you gotta put that in context.
He's a necessary evil. We have a lot of ego that needs to come back down to us, and I think Mourinho can do that.
I think Mourinho is looking like he wants to. I think he's looking at that Roma as he's rebuilding his career. I think Mourinho, I'm going for
his career.
Like not maybe not, but in this. He
had
some
wiped
bad
the stain of Tottenham off of his CV.
Yeah, he's had some bad stings, and I think he's trying to prove. He's trying to show that I'm back.
And when it comes to manager's career, and just wipe Tottenham, anything that has to do with Tottenham out of there.
I feel like I'm going for him to win the Europa League. I'm going for him to win the Europa League.
Now you're going for wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. I swear I forgot y'all was out. What the fuck? I was like, why the fuck are you going for Mourinho?
Yeah, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why you can't compare Chelsea. Chelsea, every time we've been in the Europa League, we've won it. The same.
Talk to him. Talk to him. I just
won it every single time. We've
Talk
been
to
in
them.
Bro,
That's what we're trying to
y'all
tell
are being relegated,
youngins.
bro.
They're youngins in the Europa League. You know what I mean? They don't know what's going on.
Let's
But
go
what's it called?
fraud player week, bro.
Yeah, let's do fraud player, man. This has been a good episode. This has been a good episode.
My
What's
player
it
of the
called?
week, I'm gonna start is the real Viking in Manchester, the only
Wait, you know what I'm
Viking
saying?
in
Lindelof?
Manchester is Victor Lindelof, bro.
Ew.
He is my player of the week. You know what I'm
I
saying?
swear they make chocolate in Sweden. Let me look what they do in Sweden.
You know,
They make
I
watches,
saw
though.
I
That's
saw
what's
I saw a stat. This kind of this is a challenge. Listen, I'm gonna just say my stat. I saw a stat. They said that people are buying marijuana more now than chocolate this year in the States. That's crazy.
I mean, of course,
That's crazy. There's more sales of that than chocolate.
people
That's
are
crazy.
stressed out.
I saw that. I was like, wow. Yeah, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But when you said chocolate, it came to my head.
Oh, damn, the Vikings
yeah.
are from Sweden. That's crazy.
It's Scandinavia, bro. Like it's all of them. Iceland,
wow.
all of them are from Scandinavia. Yeah, bro. Like, and Norway and Sweden literally is like Gambia, Senegal, bro. Like
Yeah, in-house Viking. He ain't go out to the field.
So like it don't really like they're the same people. But
Yeah, in-house Viking. He ain't go out in the fields.
nah, he's
Would
the
you
real.
take-
He's
would
the
you-
only
would you
Viking.
take Ivan Toney at Chelsea?
Yes, that's who we need. That's what we need. Ivan Toney. We need Ivan Toney. Aha. Just real quick, right? Yeah, real quick, right? I was telling the boys last week, right? Because you know Pochettino is coming, and I'm sure you've already seen the rumors of Pochettino and Harry Kane
Right.
being linked to the club, right?
Yeah.
That's just too much Spurs. That's too much Spurs.
No.
One at a time.
No,
Right,
it's,
one at a
that's too
time.
much. Especially for the price they're quoting him at. They're talking about Harry Kane and they're talking about 100 million. For Harry Kane, it's 31. I understand we bought Lukaku at the same around the
Right.
same age at 100 million.
But
too.
learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, we left from our mistake. We're not buying Harry Kane for 100 million. I'll take him for free if they want to cancel his contract. But I'm not paying 100 million for Harry Kane. But the thing with Ivan is we don't even know how long his ban is gonna be.
Man, forget about that ban, bro. Come, you need, bro, man. We got lawyers. We got lawyers from New York. Don't worry about that. Just
We
come
don't know how
on
long
over.
he's already been found guilty of it, I think.
Yeah.
So
he pled guilty.
Yeah, he already pled guilty.
Man, we'll
to
wait.
it. So the ban is gonna come either he wants it or not.
It's like a stock. You know what I mean? You don't just sell your stock when the stock go down. You gotta be patient. So we gonna wait for you.
And we need to shoot. I'm more worried about outgoing than incomings though.
Yeah, nah, facts. Nah, people gonna leave though. Don't
They need to
worry about
go.
All right, so
sell them or cancel their contract.
my player of the week is the
Okay.
real Viking in Manchester, which is Victor Lindelof. My fraud of the week is still Arsenal as a club, the fan base, the
Yeah.
owners, the players. Like y'all fumble the bag big time, bro. And for y'all fans to tell me the only way you guys can beat Man City is if you went into that game knowing that you didn't need to win it. It's a fumble mentality. It just shows why Arsenal are the way they are. I thought I should believe in y'all. I thought I had faith in y'all. But y'all
Yeah, but
just
say
showed
you were
me.
supporting
Y'all
them.
just showed me that why we call y'all the big bottlers, bro. Why we always called y'all the bottlers. Arsenal has always been bottling. This is not the first time. I mean, maybe it's been a while since they got this close, but Arsenal has been fumbling, bro. The Champions League final, they fumbled it. You know what I'm saying? They've been fumbling. But I thought they were back. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, they're the fraud. The players, the fans, the owners,
I saw
the
it coming
staff,
a mile away.
all of them.
And they're not winning that league.
They're back like
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
Whoa. But yeah, that's me.
Okay. All right. Who wanna go next? Let's one of the guests go ahead. Give us your player and fraud of the week. Who was the best player this week in your eyes, and who was fraudulent this week in your eyes?
Player of
Give
the
me
week for
anybody.
me.
Go ahead.
Just because it gave me so much point in my fantasy team, Ireland against Arsenal.
That's the only reason.
Alan.
I know it was not at his best against Fulham yesterday or today, whenever they play.
Today.
But against Arsenal, man, he could have scored like 4 goals if he wanted to that game. He was all over their defense. So
Yeah, not fair.
fraud of the week for me is not a player. It's freaking Frank Lampard. How do you pull out? I'm still gonna go at it again. How do you pull out against Brentford with a front three of Conte, Gallagher, and Sterling? That is, as a manager, I don't even think about that. I don't get it.
Real quick, who's gonna be your team against Arsenal? What team are you going with against Arsenal?
Play F3-4-3. I don't. So the defense is not our problem. We have like the third best defense in the league. Defense is not our problem. I don't care about defense. I don't care about midfield. In front, I want to see Modric. I want to see Madueke, and I want to see. I don't. He can't play that for final because he played again. He played on under 21 like yesterday.
Nah, he didn't play. He didn't play.
He didn't play in the under 21.
Nah, it was Mason Burstow played up top. He didn't play.
Oh, cool. So playing there then, because that shows me what you're here for as an intern. You're here to build us for next season. Don't go and be playing Aubameyang, who's not gonna be here. Don't go and be playing Ziyech, who's not gonna be here.
Right.
Play the players that we know. Madueke is not going anywhere. He has an 8-year contract. Modric is not going anywhere. He has
Death row records.
The death row contracts.
So definitely play those players. We know they're not going anywhere. Why are you not playing them? Why are you coming in? Like, I hate Brentford coach. I hate him because every chance he gets, he throws a dig at Chelsea for spending
Thomas Frank?
million. Yeah, I hate him. But he said something right. He said, I don't know, when he saw the lineup, he said he was happy. Because we were scared of, how do you, I cannot compare that lineup.
Yeah, not
Are you
facts.
playing so defensively? You look at Brentford form of list, they have draw, lose, win, lose. The only win is against Chelsea. How do you
like
go
Santa
against
Claus.
a team that has been on a losing streak and you play only Sterling? I watched the first half of that game because I switched it off because it was just so annoying. I watched the first half and Enzo was there literally screaming for somebody to play for in the middle. There was no central attacker. There was Sterling likes to go off the wing. There was nobody to play to and he has to go back eventually. So I don't have a problem with our midfield. Even if Kovacic plays, he's still gonna do a job. I think he needs to go next season, but he's still gonna put in a shift. I don't have a problem with those. It's the attacking. How do you go? Like, I can't explain it. How do you go against Brentford with a front three of Sterling, Gallagher, and Conte? Conte is not even an attacker. What are you doing?
I don't think he liked that front three.
Yeah, he did not. He did not.
Say he don't like it, Joseph.
It's the front of the. It's the front of
I can bet on that.
That is
Tony can bet on that.
Yeah, facts. who was in that front three again? I don't think
you don't know. I'm gonna
Hey,
say it again. Gallagher, Conte, and freaking Sterling in a front three for Chelsea.
Hey, take your
in
player back,
2023.
One more time.
In 2023 for Chelsea. How are you playing that? This man. 2023 Chelsea playing that front three. Like
one more time.
And I feel you, man. I'm with you, bro. Trust me. Like, the last episode, I already gave out my frustration on that. That's why I'm letting you.
I thought I saw the worst front three when we had the transfer ban. When we had Mount playing in the front three. I thought that was the worst front three we could ever do. And we do a front three that had two midfielders and one winger. Like, man.
Yeah.
That game was over before the match began. Like have you ever looked at a lineup and just be like, I'm never gonna watch the game because we're losing.
Like Nyai said, that's like going to work and not clocking in. That didn't make sense.
There was no plan. Man, every time Chelsea had the ball, we had more position than Brentford. Every time we had the ball in the first half, there was nothing going forward. There was nobody to play to because we had 5 midfielders.
Right. And then you saw the difference in the second half when Nani and them came on, like the difference they made in the team.
I watched the highlight of that because I couldn't bring myself to watch that second half. But like you saw Madueke come in, saw Modric came in. I even had Aubameyang had like 2 or 3 shots on target.
Right.
And you start up front, man. I'm not even gonna measure that front through the year because every time I say, I just get ball frustrated. Like, how do you put up a front three like that? It's the worst front. Like for Chelsea Football Club in 2023, that's the worst you could have done. You could have played Ziyech in that front three, and I would not have been mad. Are you playing midfielder in a
Conte, Gallagher, Sterling
in a front three? That they are not attackers. Even Sterling is not. Sterling needs somebody to play off of. So you're making Sterling the sole striker in a team where Aubameyang is sitting on the bench.
Right.
You have fast players, and that goes all the way back to against Real Madrid. How do you play 120 minutes, 2 football matches against Real Madrid, and you don't think to start Modric on a team that has Cavazza as a right back?
Right. Danny Carvajal.
That is slow as hell. And you have one of the fastest players in the world, and you put him on the bench. Lampard is a fraud. It needs to go like.
Wan-Bissaka better than Carvajal.
What?
Wan-Bissaka is better than Carvajal.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Carvajal can't run. Carvajal can't run
right
for
now.
shit. And you couldn't play one of your fastest players against him. How do you even get your coaching badge? Does he even have a coaching badge?
He does.
Lampard he needs to retire because I feel like if he keeps going like this, he's gonna ruin his playing career.
Wait, what's it called? Do you think he's the worst manager in Chelsea history?
Yeah.
Worse than AVB? Let's not forget about AVB now.
That's why I held it a minute.
He got you at your Champions League, bro. Final. He got you out there. AVB, bro. Di Matteo took it. Di Matteo crossed the line, but AVP got you out there, bro. Don't do that. That's
it's the
AVP
same story
squad.
with Lampard. What are you talking about? If you're gonna do that, then it's the same story.
The thing with Lampard, his first stints, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't horrible. His first go around, he got a stop for his first go around. So
Lampard is traumatized.
And then the board fucked him up.
I can't say he's our worst manager, but if you talk about a worst period of manager, if you take out his first stint at it, just look at these 5 games. 0. That's how you 0 win in 5 games. Scored 1. Considered like 9 goals. He has like 1 win in the last 19 games as a manager.
Yeah.
Lampard is a horrible coach. I don't think I've ever heard this enough.
But see, Lampard masterclass against Arteta.
You got to give him some credit for taking that job in the state of y'all's ship right now.
Talk to him, Joseph.
Lampard likes pain.
That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Lampard like what?
He likes pain.
It's always easy for us to sit here and comment and criticize and this and everything you're saying is right, my man. You are but
the context.
There needs to also the context is important. And thanks. I think that if you would have asked him a month ago when they were probably talking with him about, hey, would you step into this role? I'm sure he had no doubts that it would be going the way that it's going right now.
No, I don't think he would have though. If it did his job as an interim coach. As an interim coach, you don't come in and change the formation. You go with what the team has been going. That's what Martinez did. Di Matteo did when it came in as an interim. You don't come in and just try to implement your own ideas into a team. You know you're not going to be there next season.
Michael Carrick did it.
Hold on. Yeah, you mixing up the timeline because when Di Matteo came in, I remember AVB. He was on the vibes of trying to get rid of all the established players that was there. I remember he was benching the likes of Ashley Cole, Frank Lampard. I think Drogba too was getting benched because Sturridge and them was starting for AVB. Yeah, and Bertrand. Was Bertrand? He was in and out of the team kind of, but he was like trying to move on from the old guard. But when Di Matteo came in, he went back to the basics. So now if you fast forward to Lampard, I give him some credit in the sense that he's trying to go back to the basics. But the problem is, right?
No. We at least under Graham and even the guy that had 1 game, Bruno something, we were creating chances. We might not have been scoring, but we were creating chances, and we know the attackers are horrible, so they were not scoring it. How do you come in 1 game and we go from creating 12 chances against Liverpool and you go to creating 0 chances against Brentford, that is not on the team anymore.
That's facts. Listen
That
to
is
this,
not
right?
on the players anymore.
Listen, you're speaking facts, right? I'm just saying the sense of like the 3 at the back. I hate to admit it, but you have to be honest. 3 at the back right now, and where we at, that's our basics right now. 3 at the back.
It is. You can't just come in and try to play 4-3-3. You have no holding midfielder. You're trying to use Enzo as an holding midfielder. Recipe for disaster. He's a bad defender. I love the guy. But he can, like, every time somebody run past him, he drags them and gets a yellow card. So
listen,
like,
Lampard should keep like this until we play Chelsea. Then he can change.
you don't come in and try to play what the team is not used to. I do get the situation he's in. He has 31 players to coach. He has all this, but again, he's an interim coach. Your job is to get the players ready for next season. If you take out all those players that we know are not going to be in next season, you don't have 31 anymore.
Facts.
Why are you putting ZH in your lineup? Why is ZH in your lineup? He should not be nowhere near that lineup. Why is Pulisic in your lineup? And who is this PE teacher on the screen too?
He's a better manager than Lampard. I know that.
That's another Viking.
That's the real Viking. That's the OG Viking.
Joseph, talk to us, man. Who's your player of the week, man? That's
player of the week. I'm gonna go with an ex-Man United player, Danny Welbeck.
Danny boy.
And I'm not gonna call out a fraud. I'm gonna do a funny of the week. I thought that and it'll be Lucas Moura.
Oh yeah.
Losing possession.
Losing possession. He was about to cry. I think he was crying after he was crying.
He thought he was still in the under 21s. They
one of the best comebacks in the history of Tottenham's club. Just gone.
Pure Spurs moment, just like that, just to score.
It was like Thanos when Thanos came back.
It is the history of Tottenham. It's the history of the Tottenham.
Nah, that was a moment.
I thought that Danny Welbeck's movement as well as his finishing, I thought that he was extremely dangerous. Man. And we've known he's a good player. I think he's a good player,
his injury record just stopped us, but Welbeck Welbeck has always been a very good player.
Is Welbeck a better player at Brighton or at Man United?
Brighton. I think at United, if you think back to his time there, got to remember who he was training with and who he was competing for a spot with, man. I mean,
yeah, that's a fair.
Yeah, that and then as Muhammad just said, his injury record is unfortunate and it's not been favorable to him. But I think that now he with Brighton needing to rotate, I think that he's benefiting and
and he has better experience. But let's not forget, Danny Welbeck started against Real Madrid. That game where Nani got the red card. I'm just trying to show you, like, he's been a great player. It's just one, he competed against that United team is when Alex was there, but you gotta think about the forward line, and to his injury record stopped him from having a good season. But he's always had that. Welbeck has always scored goals. Always.
not calling the sucker.com. But anyway, let me move.
Yeah, facts.
I was very impressed with Brighton this weekend. They're very impressed me. Even so, like, they had a changed team. But I'm not gonna go with that. My player of the week. My player of the week, man. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give it to, you know what? Now I'm gonna do fraud first. Let me do fraud first. I don't know who my player is. You go ahead. Let me think. I gotta think. You go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I'll give it to Haaland because that's easy, but I'll give it to Alvarez. I think Alvarez, I still can't believe we have a player like that on our bench. Like, he's so good that I want him to start, but then you see who's starting over him and you're like, it's fair, but like, damn, bro, Alvarez he's incredible. I'm looking forward to seeing like the type of player that he becomes, whether he'll be like, a player for us for a long time or if he'll move on, because he's well within his rights to want to move on, because he can be starting at like a lot of clubs right now. So
he was starting for Chelsea.
Yeah, like
Yo, we
no
feeding
shit.
for a
He
striker.
I think a lot of people would be starting at Chelsea
I'm
right now.
Yeah.
Hold
I'm
on.
looking for-
Yeah, that is
Calm
if
down.
Lampard wants to start them over Conor Gallagher.
If you work hard, you definitely gonna start for Lampard.
It was
But
a
go on and
front
be good.
three. Conte, Gallagher, Sterling.
what he does for the club or in the future. And then my fraud of the week, yeah, I'm gonna give it to. Yeah, he scored, but bro, like it's the celebration to the
Yeah.
I already know.
Richarlison, bro, don't do that, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No.
Bro, he was waiting to do that pigeon celebration, bro.
That man scored one goal. That man
Because,
scored
you know, the-
one goal, did 5 celebrations.
It's his signature celebration. He was gonna do it, but it's the taking off your shirt,
He had
gripping
to-
the stool.
Well, you know
saw
what
how
he
he
was,
gripped that.
you know what
How
he
he
was
gripped
doing,
the
right? He was making up for all those ones that got called off by VAR.
Yeah, he had like 5
all
celebrations.
of that,
and
and
shit
then,
at that
and
steward,
then-
yo. He gripped
yeah,
it.
man, he gripped his neck. He was like, "I need balance." Like, all of that, bro. And then to lose, man, nah. I
With
think
his
obviously
nose.
it was a Lucas Moura mistake,
Can
so
we
I
be
blame
honest?
the goal on Richarlison. I just think it was funny the way all of that played out. I think if you play for Spurs, just don't celebrate until the final whistle.
Yeah.
Bro,
I
that's
want to
hilarious,
ask,
man.
like, how has he avoided Anthony? And this is just, I'm not heated over this. It's just been weird to me that
I
Anthony
mean,
has
it
been
over. I
called
know
the
what you're about
flop,
to say.
the
and I'm
flop,
heated
the
over
flop,
it.
the flop, the flop, the flop. And Richarlison is just like in the corner of the party. No one looking at him, no one talking about him, just
Talk about
sipping his tea.
Talk
Because he
about
plays
it.
for Tottenham. Because he plays for Tottenham. Nobody expected anything from Tottenham.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nobody expects anything from
So I
him.
think also because he hasn't really been starting like that, so like he's been out of the eye. Like that.
He has
not
been
like the
starting
first
He has
11
been
player.
starting though.
in the
he
beginning of the
has
season.
been
Yes,
starting,
in the
Oh,
beginning of
really?
the season, yes, but after he's been starting. though.
Kulusevski, Son, and Kane. That's what I'm saying. But
Son was benched.
Anthony has been in front of our face the whole season. That's why people are always. But I think Anthony has had a pretty good season. I don't know what the hate is. I think definitely Mudryk and Richarlison is who needs to be getting smoked. I don't think anybody else.
Nah, Mudryk don't need to be getting smoked.
Mudryk is getting smoked.
Mudryk,
What do you mean?
He's not. How many games has he
You go to
started?
the
Talking about
420 session?
Richarlison not started any game.
Well, you can't
How
come here.
many
You cannot
games has
come here
Mudryk
with.
started?
There's a war going on. There's a
And
war
expect
outside.
us to let you slide, man. You can't come here on 100 million and expect us to let
How
you
many
slide.
games has it started?
And that don't matter. It's the price tag, bro. The price tag negates all of that. You can't come here on 100 mil and expect us to be like, let's give him one season. 100 mil, you got a bang from the first
It's not
season.
one season anymore. It's just the way Chelsea is just. You put any player in Chelsea right now, I don't think they're performing.
And there's a war outside. Come on, man. What's it called?
Man, you go outside, close your eyelids.
Let me go. My player of the week. I'm gonna give to I'm gonna give to club, man. I'm gonna give to Jurgen Club, man. I'm gonna give to Jurgen Club. You know what I mean? Jurgen Club.
Jugger should have got a red card, bro. So that.
Oh, we
that
was
doesn't-
still in front of the.
No, he's fucking kicked, bro. He almost killed Skip.
what?
Jota almost killed Skip. He should have got
Oh.
a red card for that. That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have.
Oh, I
even
thought you said
done it.
club should have got a red card.
No. Jota should have got a red card.
Oh, Jota. Yeah, nah.
What
What's
should
it
have been?
called?
What should have got a red card? The way he was screaming at that fourth official,
Yeah,
bro.
why you yelling me like that?
They
What do you
allow,
do?
they allow Klopp to do that too much, man. They be letting Klopp do that too much, bro.
But
They
nah,
let
Klopp
all
is
in Liverpool
entertaining.
do that. When was the last
That's
time you saw
just,
somebody
that's
from
just
Liverpool
Liverpool.
get
That's
sent
just
off?
Liverpool.
That's true.
No,
And he dissed the
Yeah,
referee
wait.
after the game. He was like, this referee always, anytime we play against them, he always does something. But he's not gonna get fined. Let's see.
Jurgen Klopp is the new Jose Mourinho in the sense that in the entertainment field, like Jurgen Klopp is entertaining, man. Like he's very entertaining, bro. The guy pulled a hamstring celebrating. Like it don't
Yeah.
get more funnier than that. Like come on. it don't get funnier than that. But with Jurgen Klopp, he's a sneaky bastard. We gotta watch Jurgen Klopp. The reason why is right. He loves talking about other clubs, but also he steals other clubs' ideas and stuff. I hear taking Man City.
Is he a player of the week or fraud of the week? I
Nah,
can't
I'm a player of
decide.
the week. Player of the week. Player
Okay,
of the week.
alright.
Player of the week
Man.
because it's smart, right? It's kind of smart, you know what I mean? If you're struggling shit, you might as well peep what's going on or to your left and your right. But my fraud of the week, damn, do I have a fraud? I don't really have a fraud this week. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Aston Villa the way they were playing against Man U, trying to play all this high line and shit, knowing
Yeah,
damn
the high
well that
line was
Rashford
crazy.
going. Yeah, knowing damn well that Rashford just gonna run past that. Like what?
And
Come
they
on, man. You
insisted
thought-
with that, bro. I was like, bro,
Yeah, so
See, this is what I understand, bro. When they play against us, bro, they be sitting deep, but then they play against United, who are known for kicking the ball for Rashford to run behind, and then they're playing this high ass line. I don't understand the way
They
these
thought
clubs
that's
be
all
thinking.
workers.
I don't understand the way they be thinking sometimes.
Shout out to Unai Emery's cold sore that he was rocking today as well.
And
Good evening. Herpes. What's it called? Hey man, it's been a good episode.
Before we end it, this is Fawaz's his first appearance. So I got a couple quick fire questions for you before we end it. We were gonna do this in the beginning, but I forgot. I'm gonna start off with the big one, but I got a couple more. Ronaldo or Messi? I can't hear you.
Ronaldo.
My guy, you know ball.
Ronaldo.
All right. Who's a better ball playing defender this season? John Stones or Lisandro Martinez?
Lisandro.
Hey, I'm gonna catch y'all later.
Yeah, we gotta
No,
go.
wait. Let's see.
That's
What
crazy,
else do we have? The questions.
What's it called? Kimmich or De Jong?
Oh yeah,
Kimmich
or
or
De
De
Jong.
Oh, Kimmich. Who's picking De Jong over Kimmich?
What?
Who's picking De Jong over Kimmich?
I did. We did. A couple of us did.
De Jong over Kimmich.
I'm gonna call Lampard for you.
See, no, that's the age. That's the age thing again. It's no, they're not the same. They're the same kind of player, but the same age different age brackets. Kimmich has way more experience than
Crazy.
De Jong.
John Stones is playing center defensive mid, and he's a better
This season, bro. And I got let's see. We had what are some debates we had?
This season. You said this season. Did you watch Lisandro last season to even know what another Lisandro season looks like?
Do you and Yai work together? Y'all work together? You and Yai work together?
We went to school together.
Y'all don't work together?
Understand? Wait.
I thought y'all gotta see each other in real life or something. That's why you're saying these answers. You don't have to say it just because Yai asking.
No.
You just listen. Like I gotta admit, I didn't watch Lisandro Ajax because I wasn't watching Lisandro. But John Stones has not played enough this season to be in the.
But listen, stop trying to change the man's answers, bro.
He's not played enough. He just started playing consistently when Pep did the three at the back thing.
That's not the question he asked you. He asked you who is a better ball player, not who played more minutes.
No, but how do you gauge him as a better ball playing defender if he hasn't played as much?
Talk about it.
Yeah.
What?
That's
like me asking you. That's like me asking you who's a better striker, Haaland or Ronaldo? Because you haven't seen Ronaldo play this season, you're gonna say Haaland? Come on, man.
Actually, that's another question we had.
Yeah, wait. Alan, this season, Alan is a better striker.
He's talking about this season. He didn't say this season because you cannot tell me this season when you've only seen Lisandro play.
I said this season. That was the question. This season.
That's what you just said. Who's a better ball player?
I promise.
I said this season.
I promise you. Even this season,
we got VAR. We got VAR.
We got VAR. I said this season for sure.
Any ball playing stat. If you check any ball playing stat, John Stones is way higher than Lisandro. So I don't know where that's coming from. But that's. I get everybody has an opinion, but some of these opinions are borderline insane.
Joseph, what you think, Joseph? Just answer one. Just give me one name. Don't give me a speech. Just give me one name. Martinez or John Stones, because we gotta get out of here. Martinez or John Stones, better ball playing defender
this season.
That's insane. He said Lisandro. Ask him the next question.
Don't worry, Joseph. You safe. You're in a boat right now. You're probably on the ground somewhere.
I'm refusing to answer. It's not that simple.
So you see the difference when Lisandro Martinez comes out of the team and when he comes in terms of ball playing, bro.
Man, what's it called?
John Stones is our best. However you see Man City playing out of the back, whatever.
How is he our best and he's not even starting games?
What do you mean he's not starting games?
Wait, he just started playing when you started playing three at the back, and it's playing as a CDM.
That was, bro. Are we talking about John Stones? Are we talking about John Stones that was injured at the beginning of the season? That same John Stones. How is he going?
Wasn't starting games when he was playing four at the back.
All right,
John
that's
Stones
fine.
has
I can't
played
just play
20 games this season. He's played 20
Because John
games this
Stones
season.
was injured at the beginning of
Yeah.
the season. Y'all don't listen.
So that is playing games. Like that is playing games. I don't agree with what they're talking about, man.
Shout
I
out to
think
the
John
best
Stones
center back at City,
is-
which is Nathan Ake.
John Stones is our best center back, and he's
What's it
been our
called?
best center back for years. So if you're saying Man City play beautiful football, playing out the back, and he's the best at doing that,
I
that
don't
is
think
Right.
Man
great.
City plays
playing
beautiful
at
football.
6'2". Also playing
I
at
think
6'2".
they
But
play efficient football. I don't think it's beautiful. I think
so
it's
Arsenal play
efficient.
beautiful football, but Man City play.
Arsenal plays beautiful football.
Oh, that's
Wait, but
crazy.
Man City don't play beautiful football?
They play efficient football. I don't think it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's
Fawaz,
efficient.
Fawaz, you
Bro.
that guy, bro. I
They
fuck with
go
Fawaz, bro.
Bro, you dangerous.
I fuck
back
with
to
Fawaz.
they go back to front really good,
That's
and they score goals.
You
But
dangerous,
when it
man.
comes to beauty, when it comes to actual like not ticket but like actual making good passes, taking a run. Arsenal
DK is creaming right
Arsenal
now.
is
Pause
really
where he's
beautiful. You
at.
need to watch Arsenal.
Hey, pause. Yeah, yo.
you need
What's
to
it
watch.
called?
I watch every game. Those are my title challenges. I watch all of their games, bro. You know.
Arsenal is a beautiful. Arsenal plays really.
But you do realize they got their recipe from Man City, right? You know that.
But Man City has not been doing that this season, though.
Okay, listen to this,
Haven't been
right?
doing what?
They've not been playing like that, like Arsenal this season.
Why? We don't need to play like Arsenal
this
or
long,
be second
this long.
place. Why do we need to play like Arsenal?
You said Arsenal got the recipe from City, but City has not been playing like that this season, at least.
What's it
Man.
called? What's it called? To wrap it up, did y'all know that Wright Phillips is Ian Wright's son?
I found out this
Yeah.
season, bro.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I didn't know that. Stepson.
That's
He
weird.
adopted it. He adopted it, but I didn't know that. Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
he
know
adopted
that.
him?
He adopted
Yes,
him. It's not-
Bradley and John Wright Phillips.
yeah, I didn't know that. That was
That's
crazy. I found out
crazy.
this season.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, damn, and they're the same age. But
No,
I
nigga, no, they're not the same age. No.
nigga adopted his brother. But what's it called? Let's get out of here, man.
And you
It's
also
been-
what happened to Van Dijk against man.
What happened?
Perisic killed him.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Oh, that you sent Van Dijk to the whip shop. But
But it's
if
been
you
a good.
hear-
Yeah, go
if
ahead.
you
Go ahead.
hear-
Kill it.
if you still here in the video, man, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button. This has been a good episode. We appreciate all the guests that stepped into the building. You know what I mean? Mr.
Joseph
Joseph,
came back. Appreciate you coming back, brother.
we appreciate you stepping in like the Undertaker.
And I still can't catch this game, bro. Every time I come to New Orleans, you don't have a game where you out, bro. I'm trying to catch it, bro, but I'm gonna catch one of your games.
Oh, your
I'll
coach?
let you know,
Oh, yeah,
man.
you are a coach. You
Yeah,
got
he's a
team
coach.
now, huh? Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay.
He actually coaching the Ben
Prem
Frank. Well,
soon.
5 hours goes to UNO too, so
Well, are you better than Lampard? That's what I need to know.
Man, we'll be back. Is there any game midweek? There's only there's only the
Everton.
Dude,
play
there's a
tomorrow.
game Monday. There's games
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, dude.
Yeah.
oh shit.
Nah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arsenal played freaking Chelsea. God. Man.
So we
can't
might be
go-
back Thursday, who knows? But you know
We'll
what
be
to
back
do.
midweek for sure.
Yeah, we might be back midweek. Just keep your notification on just in case. You never know what's going on in Wagwan. And yeah, man, we out of here, man. Listen, it's crunch time in the season. You know, Arsenal. We didn't talk about Arsenal because y'all didn't really play. So Arsenal fans don't come on us, but y'all low-key need a break because y'all
Whoa,
been
whoa,
you
whoa. Pause.
know. but yeah, man. We out of here, man. Listen, I pray I get healthy soon. I gotta go get the money, but everyone stay healthy and blessed in them streets. Joseph, stay safe in that bunker that you're in. And Adesina, we appreciate you. Oh, damn, my video is fucking up. MBO, we appreciate you as always. Mr. Nyai, we appreciate you as always. And yeah, man.